everything they can to make sure these kids get this experience. And so these kids have got to be pumped up, ready to go.
Yeah, and I mean,
for this
you look at the little differences. Yeah, the student section is not here, right here to our right. They're down in the end zone. You didn't have the Cougar walk going through the stands. It's the first time that hasn't happened in the history of the program, that they came on the track before they run through the inflatable. That's all the differences, but what you have to do to be ready to play. You see them right now. If they're not going to be on the field, they got the gator up and they're making sure and keeping the numbers low. And I think that's one of the things that 5A and 6A has learned from watching the lower classes and the number of games that have been canceled. The colleges, University of Houston might get to play football this year. You realize by watching them that football isn't in a bubble, okay? Yep. Pro, college, and high school football not in a bubble, and you have got to take care of your business if you want to get to play on Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays.
And that's what we heard Coach Hutto. And if you look down on the sideline, on the Cougar sideline, they've got yellow dots from about the 10 to the 10. So those are spots where kids are supposed to be in. And that's one thing you're going to see different. The coaches can go down to the 10-yard line now.
Yeah,
because of COVID, they've expanded things here. And so it's going to be interesting to watch as, the team gets down around the goal line. The coaches can be down there around the 10-yard line.
Right. You're going to have your offensive defensive coordinator and, and your head coach can be down. And instead of, trying to turn and look and find them on plays that are inside the 10-yard line, that's going to be quite different. This is different as well. You're only going to have one captain go out. We don't know if they've had the coin toss or not pregame or what exactly. This is the kind of stuff that we really didn't know.
But we do have a captain from each team at midfield for the College Station Cougars. It's going to be Roderick Brown, the running back. And then for the Hutto Hippos, it is going to be number 21, and that is going to be LaDan Watson. And they did just flip the coin, so they're talking to Roderick Brown, and the Cougars look like they have won the toss. And there you go. You heard our head referee, Rick Hall, say that the Cougars have elected to defer to the second half.
And I think that Brown and Watson are going to spend some time getting to know each other in not a social distance situation. That's going to be the other thing is. And the wind is, kind of falling down to nothing. We have not had the national anthem, so we have not had the flags raised and then lowered to half staff because of the honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But tonight's a perfect night to play football. We don't have any wind. It's not 95 degrees, and I think everybody's going to be excited about it.
So Hutto will get the ball to start the game. They will be going from left to right on your radio dial. We're going to step aside as they play the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
I'm Jeb Blair, owner of local Aggie-owned and operated J&B Propane. For over 35 years, we've been taking care of customers in the Brazos Valley. Our staff of dedicated, licensed professionals are committed to your safety and take great pride in offering a fair price coupled with prompt personal service. Whether you're a new propane user or perhaps you've been using another supplier, we encourage you to give us a try. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. Visit jnbpropane.com.
What does comfort sound like during football season? While they sweat it out on the field, you'll enjoy the game from a perfectly heated and air-conditioned living room thanks to Aerify AC. Whether it's full-service installations, upgrades, or repairs, our team can tackle any issue. And right now, get 10% off service and parts for any job, large or small. Keep your house both cool and of all ages. They offer the most technologically advanced, efficient, and effective treatments from traditional braces to Invisalign appliances. If you're thinking about orthodontics for yourself or someone in your family, contact Brazos Valley Orthodontics to schedule your complimentary consultation or start your free virtual 5-minute smile assessment now at bvorthodontics.com. Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first...
Yes, we'll have a quick 10-second ID after this, then we'll bump back.
Dozer has
perfect.
handled
Thank
hundreds
you.
of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
College Station High School football is brought to you by Intech Pest Management, service and professionalism since 1995. This is Maverick 100.9 KVMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium. We're about ready to get this one underway. The Hutto Hippos are out to receive the kick. The College Station Cougars making their way onto the field, and we're going to get this first quarter started here for you. Our first quarter sponsor is Kelly Burt Dozer, your number one excavating contractor. Kelly Burt Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community. Tim Schnettler, Scott Clendenin. We're ready to get this going, Scott. It's been 4 years for me since I've been in the booth, and I've been looking forward to this for quite a while since I got the call to come back and do this again.
Well, we're excited to be working with you again, and it's not like you hadn't been around the Cougars the last 4 years with Hannah being in high school here, so it's a lot of fun before this kickoff.
We are underway as Sam Trimble puts his foot into it, and that's going to be out of the back of the end zone, so it'll be a touchback, and the Hutto Hippos will get the ball to start at their own 25 here as we are underway at College Station High School.
Yeah, and we really didn't get a chance to talk about special teams. That might be the one thing tonight that both teams with so many newcomers, you might see some things in special teams, but excited to see their offense against the Cougar defense here tonight.
Quarterback for the Hutto Hippos is going to be Grayson Doggett. He's a junior, and he'll be in the shotgun formation. He has one back to his right. He's calling out the signals. He'll take the snap. He's going to look to throw. He goes across to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete at about the 30-yard line is where the receiver was. The pass was a little bit low on that, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Hutto Hippos.
And how about you got a sophomore making his first play on varsity, A.J. Tisdale? They go right at him. Even at the high school level, they find the new guy and they go at him.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. This time Jalen Banks, the running back, will line up to his left. They're going to give it to him. He'll go up the middle. He's going to be hit. He'll break through one tackle, and he'll end up falling forward for a gain of about 3 to 4 yards, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 6 for the Hutto Hippos.
Yeah, and, that'll be interesting because the linebacking core for the Cougars is a strength of the front seven. There's some experience in the secondary, but the line, they were backups in a starter. That front seven's probably pretty good.
3rd down play, they look to pass. He's going to run a little bit. Now he's going to unload across the middle. He had a receiver. The pass was a little bit short. The receiver was not able to hold on to it. That would have been a big gain all the way down into Cougar territory, but it's incomplete. And right away, the Cougars get a 3-and-out, and the Hutto Hippos will be forced to punt.
And, I know that I'm not going to talk about it too much, but that's completely different from Richmond Foster last year when we opened the season down in Katy. Got behind early. That's a great first drive for the Cougars to hold them and force a punt here.
Dalton Carnes will be back to receive this kick for the Cougars. He stands at his own 37. It's a rollout and then a punt, and it's shanked. It may have been partially blocked there, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be in Hutto territory at the Hutto 36-yard line is where the Cougars are going to start their first drive of the 2020 season.
8-yard punts don't happen that often. There's where a little bit of special teams action when you're talking about having a guy who did punt. His older brother, Brody Junchik, his older brother was a kicker and punter last year, so it's in the family. Older brother isn't going to be happy to see an 8-yard punt.
Cougars start deep in Hutto territory. They're looking to throw. First play, Jet Huff over the middle. He has a receiver, and it's off the tip of his hands. Incomplete at the goal line.
Yeah, Carnes is going to look film on that one as he split double high safeties and just running behind the secondary, and Huff laid it right there. And once again, no win. That's one that you just want to complete.
Cougars quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw to Carnes again. He drops this one. It'll be incomplete. That was just a little pass out in the flats, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. So the Cougars right away attacking deep, then going short, both incomplete. And so here we are at 3rd and 10.
See, if it's a run play, they're thinking they're going to go for it on 4th down. It might be passing play that you're going to punt if you don't complete it.
Huff's going to pass, and this one is behind the wide receiver. It's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. We're not even a minute into this game, and we're going to see our second punt already on the night.
Yeah, Trayon Sewell that time not on the same page with Hupp, and that's a drive that you just had a chance to really have 2 big plays and don't get any of them, and then a misread on 3rd down.
So Dawson Tremp is back to punt for the Cougars, and that's tough. You start at the 36 of your opponent, and you don't get anything out of it. 11:03 to go here in quarter number 1. Tremp puts his foot into it, and this one's going to be – it hits at the 2 into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and Hutto will take over once again with 10:56 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Cougars and the Hutto Hippos.
Yeah, and that, their first drive, 2 deep passes. The diving catch on their 3rd down was a little bit of a harder play. But Doggett put the ball out there. So let's see what the second drive has in store for these teams.
College Station Cougar football brought to you by Aggieland Credit Union. Truly free checking with no minimum balance and no monthly fees. Save by switching today at aggielandcu.org. And by Blinn College, your future. Second drive of the game for the Hutto Hippos. They'll start at their own 20. Grayson Doggett is the quarterback.
Different running back this time. Cyron Miller is now in at tailback.
Shotgun formation. Miller's at his right. They're going to throw deep, going over the right side. The receiver reaches over the defender, but he cannot make the catch. Good coverage there by Keyshawn Cooper, who was running stride for stride with the receiver.
Well, that's a little bit different than going into, Cooper played a lot of football last year, was on the 2 deep and has spent some time in the starting lineup, and he really bracketed the receiver perfectly on that one.
Damian Jones was the intended receiver, so it's 2nd down and 10. Once again, the shotgun formation. This time they're going to hand it to the running back. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get about 7 on this one, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 3 for the Hutto Hippos.
Yeah, and 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3, a little bit different situation. They don't have to just sell out for the pass here on this 3rd down play.
That was LaDayan Watson who went up the middle on that carry. He's going to check out, and back there now is going to be number 3. That is Joseph Teagle.
Yeah, they used a lot of guys running the football last year, but their big back, Kimball's older brother.
Actually, that's number 8, Cyron Miller, back in the game.
Yeah, his older brother graduated.
They're going to give it to Miller. He's going to get hit as soon as he gets the ball, swarmed under, dropped at the 25. It's a loss, and that's going to bring up 4th and 5, as there was a host of Cougars there to meet him once he got the ball.
Yeah, not a speed guy, and, you talk about the size there. The front of this defensive front for the Cougars with Lindgren, Almaraz, and Scow, talent and size with experience, they are making it real hard to run against.
Another 3 and out for the Hippos. Carnes once again back to receive this kick. He'll stand at his own 40 this time. Snap is low. The punter has it, though. He's going to kick it, and again, I don't know what he's trying to do. He's kicking directional, and he shanks it once again. I mean, that's another horrible kick, and the Cougars are going to get even better field position this time as they're going to start at the 30 of the Hutto Hippos.
Yeah, and it's like he wants to rugby, but then you're having a free rusher for the Cougars coming up in his face, and that's Chase Birch is right there because nobody's blocking him on that outside edge, and it's leading to him having to punt way too early and really getting no run at all. So you might just stay away from a rugby kick.
9:25 to go here in quarter number 1. The Cougars 1st and 10 at the Hutto 30. Huff rolls to his right. He's going to throw, and that pass is going to be complete and then run out of bounds, a gain of about 4 on that as he hit his receiver out there, Traylon Sewell, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, there you go. A good pass that you're going to complete. Sewell does a good job with a hands catch there going out of bounds.
They're going to throw this time to the left side. It's Sewell once again. He'll catch it. He'll go up the side, up the hash marks, and he's going to have a 1st down as he gets to the 17-yard line, and the Cougars quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. This time they're going to give it to Roderick Brown. He's going to bounce around. He's going to go over the left side, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Roderick Brown.
Great hole to run through right there. And, you go to the left side. No surprise there when you're talking about Casper and Hendricks over on that side. They cleared a hole that you could have drove a golf cart through, and Brown is untouched for that 17-yard scamper.
So first score of the season for the College Station Cougars belongs to Brown. And now in to kick the extra point is Dawson Schrempf. Snap, spot, kick is up. It's good, and with 8:57 to go, your new score here at Cougar Stadium, College Station Cougars 7, Hutto Hippos 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
When you need a plumber, you need someone who offers
Hey, Scott, could you turn your mic down a little? It's coming in pretty hot.
and sewer cleaning. That's
Okay.
my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing.
Sorry, I mean, like, your levels are good, but it's just getting those spikes randomly.
Since plumbing problems never pop up
No
at
problem.
opportune times, you want 24 hours.
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry, you can call my dad, the real 24-hour plumber, Ed Phillips Plumbing, 731-1500, or click edphillipsplumbing.com. Ed Phillips Plumbing, serving the Brazos Valley for over 10 years.
We're back.
College Station Cougar Football brought to you this season by Daily Company, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing services you can count on. Read reviews at dailycompany.net. Also brought to you by Max Food Mart. Max Food Mart, fill up your tank at 3 College Station locations on Barron, Rock Prairie, and Welborn Roads. Tim Schnettler, Scott Clendenin. College Station Cougars on top 7-0 as they took that ball at the 30-yard line. We're able to get in this time, and they've got the lead as we head to the kickoff here after the touchdown.
Yeah, short, but sweet touchdown drive right there. And had an opportunity that first drive, but you see that they didn't really do anything different on the second drive. They used the pass to set up the run and able to get it in after just 4 plays covering that 30 yards.
So the Cougars are going to kick it off here. This time it looks like it's Sam Trimble kicking off. He's going to put this one into the end zone. It's going to be fielded there. The receiver thought about coming out with it and then thought better as he takes a knee. And the Hutto Hippos will start once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, and they really, they have a lot of newcomers in their skill positions. And, but you have a quarterback that threw for 2,400 yards. I'm not surprised they've come out and shown some pass. But that defensive line for the Cougars will get after you. And, that's where I think the strength of the front is, and then your 2 linebackers inside. And we really haven't seen Bubba Carter get after anybody yet, but we certainly will at some point in time tonight.
So it's been 2 3-and-outs so far for the Hippos. They're going to throw on first down, and the pass is too far for the receiver to handle as they went down the left side over there.
And that's where the sophomore right there, Tisdale, really didn't get the jam. So, you lost him at the line of scrimmage and they're throwing to a spot. It was still a little bit too far out of his range, but, that's where the sophomore is, he's learning on the fly right now, going up against a guy who's really trying to beat him.
So it's 2nd down and 10. This time you've got 2 individuals in the backfield along with the quarterback. And they're going to fake the give to Cyron Miller. The quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw, and he short arms it, and one hops the receiver, incomplete once again. And it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Well, he rolled out there against his body to the left and really didn't get those shoulders turned after he faked that, short handoff inside. So 3rd and 10, the Cougars have really been able to keep them behind the chains.
Cyron Miller in the backfield with the quarterback, Doggett. Doggett started to call the play. Now he's going to step away and look over at his coach, and they're going to get it into him. They've still got 11 on the play clock. You've got 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Doggett takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. He's going to go over the middle, and that looks like it was one hopped in. Let's see, no indication yet from the officials. No, it is incomplete as he's one-hopped the receiver, number 7, Jairus Lambert. And that's going to bring up another punt situation for the Hutto Hippos. So 3 possessions for the Hutto Hippos and 3 punts.
Well, and let's see if they do something different in their coverage or something like that, because this rugby-style run out to the right side to get a punt off just has not worked at all. And it looks like they're going to bring that gunner on the outside in to try to help block and maybe see if he can get outside the corner.
There was a lot of movement up front as the snap didn't go back and players were already coming in, and it's going to be a false start on the Hutto Hippos, so mark them back 5. Dalton Carnes once again will be back to receive this kick.
Carnes didn't want to touch the football. I mean, here you are, you're playing in the backfield, and, you had a couple chances to catch the ball receiving, didn't go his way. He wants to get a punt return tonight.
This time the snap is back. No rollout on the kick, and this is a much better kick, and Carnes will get an opportunity. He fields it at his own 48, and he spun down at the Hutto 46-yard line. So a return of about 6 yards there for Dalton Carnes. And once again, the Cougars are going to start in Hutto territory. We've got 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. College Station already on top, 7-0.
Yeah, and, you know, it's like which weapon do you want to go to this time? Travion Sewell first drive was, trying to find Carnes. We haven't seen him go to Thomas.
Thomas, yeah. So Jet Hutt in the shotgun. He's going to throw. They're going to go to the right side to Sewell on a little tunnel screen, and he's going to break this one. He's all the way down to the 20-yard line of the Hutto Hippos.
Well, we did see Thomas that time. He was blocking, though, on the outside. Did a great job, and the Cougars, as they normally do, will go fast.
Well, they marked this all the way back at the 28. I guess he stepped out over there on the far sideline. So 1st and 10 from the 28. They're going to go to Sewell again. This time he's going to be dragged down, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play.
Well, they did the same thing last time. Run it once to the right, once to the left, and had a little bit more success to the right side on the pass plays they've run.
Loss of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 12. Huff in the shotgun formation, takes the snap. He's going to fake. Now he's going to throw, looking for his receiver. He's got him. That's going to be Will Henson, and Henson is going to take that down to the 13-yard line. And nice game there for the Cougars.
Yeah, a little flare there to Henson. Threw it over the back of the linebacker, and he was there and did a great job adjusting and catch the ball.
This time they're going to give it to Brown. He's going to bounce off the right side. He's going to be wrapped up, but not before he drags the defender with him for a pickup of about 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7 from the Hutto 10-yard line.
They're trying to make a defensive substitution. The Cougars just leaving the same personnel on the field for all their pass and run plays. Makes it hard to sub.
Huff gives it off to Brown once again. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He'll try and plow forward. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, and he won't get anything else. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now for the Cougars.
A little bit harder running over there to the right side. Owen Jebson and Richard Mata, who played a different position last year as a backup. The touchdown run was to the left. Now they're a little over towards the right hash mark. Let's see if they go left this time.
3rd down and 7. Huff takes it. He's going to hand it to Brown. He's going to try and go to the right side again. He breaks a couple of tackles. He'll get inside the 5. He's going to be close. We'll see where they mark him. It looks like he's about a yard short, but with 4th and 1, it looks like the Cougars are going to go for it here.
Now they will sub and bring on, and let's see what defense Hutto will leave the same personnel on there. As we say, Cash Richer, one of the sophomores, come on. And he'll be in the backfield, give you an extra blocker there.
Yeah, he came on, and Traylon Sewell moved off. And it's going to be 4th and 1. The Cougars are going to elect to go for it. They've got 11 on the play clock. Coach Pryor signaling in the play. 6:15 to go and counting here in quarter number 1. And it looks like the Cougars are going to have to take a timeout. Coach Huff out on the field. He asked for the timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:06 to go here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 Cougars. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Today's the day to save at Bryan College Station Toyota and Huntsville Toyota. Hurry in today to Bryan College Station Toyota or Huntsville Toyota and get special clearance prices on every new Toyota car, truck, and SUV in stock. Just announced. Get 0 APR for 72 months on new 2020 Tundras and Camrys. Plus, low lease payments are available on new 2020 Tacomas, Tundras, and Corollas. Hurry to Bryan College Station Toyota and Huntsville Toyota. The promise of something different. Excludes TTNL and $150 dealer fee. APR with approved credit. Ends 9/30/20.
6:06 to go here in quarter number 1, and as we come back to action here at Cougar Field, the Cougars will be facing a 4th and 1 at the Hutto 5-yard line, and they are going for it. And they changed the formation.
Went back to the wide open formation. Hutto did make a defensive change and brought in some of their bigger guys, and now they're going to have to cover some guys in space.
They're going to fake the give. They're going to throw into the end zone, and that's going to be caught. That's a touchdown. Couldn't tell if he caught it or not, but that's Dalton Carnes on the slant, and the Cougars convert on 4th and 1 with the touchdown pass.
Well, they faked that handoff, and then it opened up as you got that secondary to cheat up a couple steps, and then a good slant pass there and a dive at it. That's why you didn't know if it was caught or not, because the defensive back who was a yard behind dived and swiped at the ball and didn't come up with it in another score.
Dawson Shrimp on to add the extra point out of the hold of Kyle Walsh. It's up, it's good. And with 6:01 to go, your new score here at Cougar Stadium, College Station 14, Hutto 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Howdy, Dave South here from my friends Chris and Clint Willis with local Aggie-owned and operated Willis Custom Homes. Whether you're looking to build and retire in Aggie land, need a larger home for your growing family, or want to build your very first home, trust the 15-plus years of construction experience that Willis Custom Homes can bring to your project. Custom homes, metal buildings, and barn dominiums are their specialty. Visit willishomestx.com today.
Cougars score once again, working with a short field once again, and Scott Clendenon's going to recap that drive for us.
7 plays, 46 yards, 6:01 on the clock as the 4th and 1 from the 4-yard line is a 4-yard touchdown pass from Huff to Carnes. Extra point on a good hold by Huff. The Walsh had to reach back and grab that, got it down. The extra point is good, 14-0 for the Cougars.
So the Cougars once again score, and on to kick it off here is going to be Sam Trimble. He's kicked the first two out of the end zone. 6:01 to go here in quarter number 1. Trimble puts his foot into it. It's going to be a high kick. This one's going to come down at about the 5. It's going to be fielded there, and he's going to get the 10, and then he slips at about the 13. He had a defender coming at him. He tried to make a move, and he slips down. So Hutto's going to start at about its own 14, as it looks like, where they're going to mark that one.
Well, special teams have definitely been a positive for the Cougars so far with the short punts. And then on that kickoff right there, the first time they get to try to return a kickoff after 2 into the end zone, you only get the ball at the 14-yard line.
So the Hutto Hippos have had 3 possessions. They've gone 3 and out on all of them. Let's see if they can do anything here, or if this College Station defense is going to continue to pin them back. Doggett in the quarterback position. He's got Cyron Miller back there with him. He's going to roll to his left, throw across his body once again, and it's going to be off the receiver, incomplete, almost intercepted there, but nothing doing once again for the Hutto Hippos. Scott, they keep rolling him to his left. And he keeps having to throw across his body, and he's not getting much on it.
That was a little better. It didn't skip in there, but you're right. And, because of the kick, they started it on the right hash mark, and they've got to run it to the left if they're going to do any kind of rollout.
If I'm looking at this right, they've got maybe a total of about 5 yards of offense, because they gained about 8, then lost 3 is all I can think of. So here they are at 2nd and 10. Doggett, this time he'll roll to his right. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be lit up. My goodness, was that a hit. That looked like that was Bubba Carter. You mentioned it earlier. We hadn't seen Bubba in there, and that time Bubba made sure that Doggett knows who he is.
Yeah, and a huge hit right there, and a big guy. I mean, you're not talking about a small quarterback here, and he stood him up, and the momentum stopped right there for only a 1-yard gain. So, once again, not much going on right there.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long, once again for the Hutto Hippos as the clock continues to roll, 5:19 and counting here in quarter 1. Doggett looks over to the sideline to get the play. Play clock at 15, so plenty of time left here for the Hippos to get this one off. Doggett takes the snap. He's going to drop straight back. He's going to try and throw the screen pass, and the receiver has it. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's got a bunch of Cougars he has to beat, and he almost does it. He ends up turning that into a nice gain, but it's going to be short of the first down, and they'll be forced to punt once again.
Yeah, but a little bit of positive momentum there. They got the ball out to the 22-yard line. Double screen action right there.
And there was a Cougar that had a shot at him as soon as he caught the ball, and he was able to slip through that tackle.
But Walsh was also the one guy that was there on the backside watching for that screen, and he read it perfectly and stood his ground. And Sewell will be back to return this punt.
I was going to say, this time it's Sewell back to return this. He'll stand at his own 45-yard line. Traylon Sewell, they're going to put this one in the air. Sewell's going to have a chance to return it. No, it's going to hit short, and it's going to go forward. Actually, it goes backwards. Goes forward for the Cougars, backward for the Hippos. And this time, College Station will actually start in its own territory at its own 49-yard line.
Well, and also right there, Zamarian Lofton, a sophomore defensive back, was trying to block there. Sewell in a new position being a punt returner. He's got to say that that's a ball he's not going to field a lot earlier because you don't want that to roll up on a guy trying to block in front of him.
4:45 to go here in quarter one. 14-0 is our score. The College Station Cougars on top. Jet Hutt takes the snap, gives it off to Brown. He's going to be hit immediately in the backfield, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on that one as there was good penetration there by the front line for the Hutto Hippos.
That was really the first time we've seen them win the line of scrimmage and move the ball back a 3-yard loss to the 46-yard line.
2nd and 13 now for the Cougars. Huff again in the shotgun formation. He's going to drop back looking to pass. He's going to try and go deep over the left side. He's got a receiver. It's Carnes. A lot of contact there, and there comes the flag. That's going to be pass interference, and the Cougars will get a free 15 on that one.
Yeah, and he was beat. It was going to be a touchdown if Carnes catches that football. Same guy he had beaten earlier, and he just grabbed the jersey to make sure that I'm not going to give up that first down.
And Carnes almost made that catch. Even with the defender draped all over him and pulling at his jersey, Carnes almost made that catch.
Yeah, so the Cougars will see them march the ball down to about the 37-yard line. 39 officially.
So there you go. That was Anthony Martinez on the coverage, who's guilty. Kind of like that we've got that crowd mic that we can hear who the penalties are on. So the Cougars now in Hutto territory at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Huff is going to throw to Sewell in the slot, and he's going to drop that pass as he's hit almost as soon as the ball hits his hands, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and I think he heard a little bit of that that secondary coming downhill at him and got short-armed just a little bit, didn't come up with that reception.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Cougars. This time they're going to turn and give it to Brown. He's going to go up the middle. He'll get about 4 on that gain.
That's a big-time battle with that defensive front against the Cougars' offensive line.
And I'll take it back. They moved him back about 2 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 8. Or if you hear Rick Hill says 1, so 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, something like that. 3rd and long.
Sewell and Carnes down here and still have not gone at Thomas up top.
Huff takes the snap. This time he's going for Thomas, and the pass is a little bit too tall. Thomas almost made that catch, but Huff's pass was a little bit too high, and it's going to bring up 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to send the punt team on.
I think that also Thomas was running out of room, running that from the right hash mark. He really didn't have a lot of space over there as he tried to make the one-hand grab about a yard past the sticks. It was good to see him run the distance far enough to get the first down, just unable to complete that one.
Shrimp back to punt. Hutto is not going to put anybody back. They're going to be up in case there is a fake.
Don't really see an offensive skill guy there in the 3 blockers that would make you think fake.
And Shrimp puts his foot into it. This one's going to hit at about the 7. There's a couple of Cougars there, and they are going to down this at the 6-yard line. So a nice job there by Shrimp. It did check up and then come back a little bit. It looked like maybe it was going to go inside the 5. They had plenty of defenders there to cover that ball, but it checks up at the 6, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hutto Hippos.
And yet, special team coaches got to be happy with what they've seen from the Cougars so far. And it continues right there, and have them now have to snap again in the shadow of their own goal post.
3:22 to go here in quarter number 1. 14-0 is our score. The College Station Cougars on top of the Hutto Hippos. They're going to try and run the jet sweep here. The receiver coming from left to right, and he's going to get a couple of yards, and then he's going to be knocked down. Give him maybe a gain of about 4 on that as he gets to the 10, and it'll set up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that was number 5 right there, Choice. But that's a positive play on first down, which they really haven't had a lot of.
No, they've been behind the 8 ball a lot tonight. Every one of their drives has been 3 and out so far. 2nd down. Doggett takes the snap. He's going to throw out to the left side. He's got a receiver who makes a move, gets by one tackler, gets by another. He's at the 25, 30. Cutting across the grain, still on his feet, finally spun down at about the 36. They say the ball came out. The College Station Cougars saying they have it, but the referee says he was down. And so the biggest gain of the night gets the Hutto Hippos out to the 36, and it's going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, and Damian Jones did a good job. Junior wide receiver right there breaking tackles, but then did get a little careless with the football. So the Cougars still at the end of it trying to rip the ball out and create a turnover. But you're right, the first real positive play of this game to get out, 26-yard gain.
1st down now for the Hippos. They're going to hand it off to the running back. That's going to be Cyron Miller. And Miller will get about 2 as he goes off the left side. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
But once again, over there trying to run at the Cougar defense, and Isaac Almaraz had nothing to do with that. Get rid of that offensive lineman and take down that ball carrier.
2nd down and 8 now for the Hutto Hippos. Doggett takes the snap. He's going to give it out to Miller. He's going to try that left side once again. He'll get maybe another yard or 2, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Clock continues to run. We've got 1.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, they're going to have to, finish this drive before the quarter ends. They're not going to be able to, get over there on the sidelines. And big 3rd and 6 right here with them finally getting a little momentum, and that's really basically on one play, one screen play that's given them a 1st down.
Ball is at the Hutto 40-yard line, 3rd down and 6. Doggett drops back to pass. Plenty of time, throws across the middle, nowhere near his intended receiver, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Good coverage there once again by the Cougars.
Yeah, it was good coverage as Lucas Sampson, senior linebacker, right there on the back out of the backfield, knew his check, and it was with him, flooding the outs with your wide receivers trying to open up that middle, and he was in a perfect position to force another punt.
So the punt team on once again. It's going to be Sewell back again to receive this one. He'll stand at his own 25-yard line. The kick is off, nearly blocked, and it's going to hit and bounce. And there's a couple of Cougars around there. Sewell's telling them, get away from it, get away. They do, and the Hippos will down it at the 26-yard line.
The Hippos were saying it touched Cougar, but the 2 officials in the secondary said it did not. And head coach way on the field. He was the offensive coordinator when the Cougars played the 2 playoff games against Hutto. First year, a 56-52 loss that the Cougars had going in to score the clinching touchdown, fumble inside the 1-yard line, and then really hammered him in the return trip here the next year in by-district play.
52 seconds to go. Cougars have the ball. They're going to hand it off to Roderick Brown. He's going to go up the middle, bust a couple of tackles, and he is going to take this one to the house. Nobody's going to catch him. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Cougars.
74 yards, and once again, they kept running right. They go back to the left side. He's got 2 touchdowns and running left, but they're going to make sure that they're not just right-handed or left-handed with the offense, but how about Roderick Brown? Healthy for the first time in 2 years. You see the speed right there as he runs away from, a pretty talented and pretty athletic secondary.
He got through that first wave of defenders, and nobody was going to get him as he took that one to the house. 39 seconds to go in the quarter, and the Cougars add to their lead. And on to kick the extra point is going to be Dawson Shrimp out of the hold of Kyle Walsh. The spot, the kick is up. It's good. 39 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Your new score from Cougar Stadium, College Station 21, Hutto 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
I'm in love with a man named Rudy. I'm okay with that. He knows exactly what I want. He keeps me coming back. Cooks breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. Does the dishes too. I'm in love with a man named Rudy, last name Barbecue. It sure is easy to fall in love with Rudy's tasty oak smoked barbecue.
Next in line.
Well, the Cougars add to their lead, and I think, Scott, I don't think you're going to have much trouble recapping that drive for us.
One play, Roderick Brown, 74 yards, run between left guard and left tackle. You think he got touched in the shoulder as he ran through the line. I don't know. It might have been one of his own players tapping him on the back saying, look at that hole to run through.
It might have been. I mean, if somebody did touch him, they didn't have much of a shot of bringing him down. And like we said before we went to break, once he got through that first wave, there was nobody that was going to catch him on that one.
So 21-0 now, 39 seconds. So a huge first quarter for the Cougars. And And this is where the Hutto, having so many new players on the team, they've gone 31-5 the last 3 years. They didn't expect to be in this position.
Tremble puts his foot into the kickoff here, and this one's going to sail out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback 1st and 10 for the Hutto Hippos at their own 25-yard line. College Station football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. By Bryan College Station Toyota, a new kind of different. By J&B Propane, your local Aggie family-owned and operated propane provider since 1991. Visit jnbpropane.com. And by Willis Custom Homes, serving the Brazos Valley with efficient, reliable, quality construction since 2003. Visit willishomestx.com.
So they spent a lot of time starting at the 25-yard line.
They spent all game in their own end of the field. They have not gotten into Cougar territory. As Doggett's looking to throw, he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He'll heave this one over on the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. Good pressure there by the Cougars. Not sure. I'm looking at his number. I see number 52 and 94. It looked like we're chasing him there. 52 is Caleb Scow. 94 is Isaac Almaraz.
And those guys are going to do that a lot. And then also Connor Lindgren, a big imposing force there at your nose. So they've got the 3 defensive linemen that can play.
2nd down, they're going to look to throw again. They're going to run the screen to Miller. Miller's going to take it off the left side. He's going to have a nice gain. He'll get about 7 to 8 on that play, and it'll set up 3rd down and short for the Hutto Hippos. 24 seconds to go. The receiver went out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him back at the 32-yard line, so a 7-yard gain. But also the Cougars, that's an old-fashioned screen play. Just dump it out there to your back, and with him going out of bounds, it's getting towards the end of this quarter.
3rd and 3 now for the Hippos. Doggett in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to Miller. He's going to fall forward. He's able to plunge across the 30 and get just enough for the 1st down to keep this drive alive for the Hippos. Clock will roll, 15 seconds here in quarter number 1. Let's see if the Hippos they are just going to let it run out. Coach LaPlante decides he does not want to take another play here. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. That's going to be the end of quarter number 1. It's been a good one for the Cougars. They lead it 21-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Oh no, here they come again. Careful, please. Ow, ow, ouchie. Hello? This is your floor speaking. After 20 years of hard work, I need to call Zwarneman Flooring so that I can retire.
If your old floors are talking to you, call Zwarneman Flooring at 979-776-2800, click zfloors.net, or stop by our new showroom. We look forward to working with you to update your home and help those old floors finally retire.
Blinn College is proud to support its local high schools this football season. For more than 137 years, Blinn and its caring professors have helped students reach their educational goals. Blinn offers nationally recognized academic transfer, dual credit, and career training programs with classes available online and on campus. Blinn students save 44% compared to the average state university, and classes are now open for registration. So learn more today. Click the visit button at blinn.edu and schedule your virtual visit with our friendly staff.
We're ready to go here in quarter number 2. Quarter number 2 brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber, ed-phillips-plumbing.com. And as we come back to action, it's 1st and 10 for the Hippos. They're going to run off the right side. That's going to be a nice gain. He's going to be up close to the 1st down marker. It looks like he has it. So a gain of 10 on that play. And the Hippos starting to get a little momentum going here on offense.
Yeah, and I think that was 28 maybe.
I think it was 8. I think it was Miller again.
But a good run there around tackle, and just their 3rd first down of the ball game.
So they have 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line, ball just across the 45. Actually, it looks like they've marked it right at the 45, so it'll be from the 45-yard line. Hutto trying to get a little something going here. They trail it 21-0. Doggett's going to drop back to pass. He's going deep across the middle. Incomplete. There was some contact between the defender and the receiver.
And we got a penalty of 55 post incompletion. Let's see if they're going to say if that's a personal foul there. It'll be after the play.
So there is a flag in the backfield. Let's see what our head referee says.
So it's going to be against the Cougars.
Yes. Caleb Scow is called for that one. And that'll move Hutto into College Station territory for the first time tonight. They'll snap from the 40-yard line of the Cougars. Following the penalty, they're going to give it off to the running back. He's going to shift left, go right. He's got a big gain. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's at the 20. He's still on his feet, knocked out of bounds finally at about the 13-yard line. That's a big gain there for the Hutto Hippos.
Yeah, I think that's Jalon Banks, 26, and he's done a good job on this drive of breaking some tackles.
So big gain, and for the first time tonight, the Hutto Hippos are threatening as they are in the red zone, 1st and 10 at the College Station 13-yard line. Miller back in the backfield. They're going to give it to him. He's going to go over the right side. He's going to break a couple of tackles and plow forward. That's a nice run there by Cyron Miller as he gets across the 10 to the 9.
Yeah, and just getting this big offensive line. There really no splits there. They're all bunched in together, and that's where they're handing the ball up the middle.
Quick again, Miller has it. He's going to go towards the left and then bounce back right. He'll get outside. He'll get a gain close to the first down marker. Fumbles the ball out of bounds at the end of the play, but it is a gain to the 5, and that's going to set up 3rd and short for the Hippos.
I think he probably would have had that first down if he hadn't fumbled the ball out of bounds. Took a hit there.
Change of personnel here for the Hutto Hippos.
And I get a little bigger in the backfield.
Well, and it looks like they took Grayson Doggett out. The quarterback is not in there now. It's going to be number 10 taking the snap. That's Brody Bill.
They're going to call timeout. I don't think he liked that personnel group.
Yeah, it was Brody Bunock.
Bunock is a bigger guy,
yeah.
But, I've seen him run a couple times try to punt. He's not as good as Doggett.
Scott, we got a little time here. Let's take a look at our scoreboard from around the high school area. Brazos Valley Scoreboard sponsor is brought to you by Aerify AC, HVAC installs, upgrades, and repairs. Get 10% off any large job or small. Go to aerifyac.com, keeping Texas comfortable.
No score, Rudder playing at the Bastrop High Bears. They're 0-0. Tompkins, the Tompkins Falcons, they lead Magnolia 3-0 in this first quarter. We got Marshall 3, New Caney, a district team this year, 0. They're in the first quarter. Mag West, they're all over Brenham. That's 20-7, 5:16 to play in the first quarter. The Waller Bulldogs, they lead Bryan Vikings 3-0 there in the second quarter. Willis and Tomball tied at 7. So that's a look at your highs. And Porter leads Montgomery 6-0.
So we're back to action, and they will keep Bunock in. He's going to be the quarterback. He takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to be close to the end zone. No signal. The ball came loose once again. He's going to be just short of the end zone, but he does pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the half-yard line here for the Hutto Hippos.
See if they'll leave Bunock in there. The Cougars had some penetration, had a chance to get him down.
Yeah, they do leave him in there. He's in the backfield along with Miller. Takes the snap. He's going to give it to Miller. Miller is going to plunge through the left side. He's going to be into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Hutto Hippos. So the Hutto Hippos finally get a little momentum going. They drive down the field and score. And now they'll try and add the extra point here with 9:41 to go.
Personal foul penalty helped them, but that was a much better offense.
On to add the extra point is going to be Evan Gutierrez. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it's going to be good. So your new score with 9:41 to go here in quarter number 2, College Station 21, Hutto 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
What does comfort sound like during football season? While they sweat it out on the field, you'll enjoy the game from a perfectly heated and air-conditioned living room thanks to Aerify AC. Whether it's full-service installations, upgrades, or repairs, our team can tackle any issue. And right now, get 10% off service and parts for any job, large or small. Keep your house both cool and cozy on game day. Go to aerifyac.com. AERIFYAC.com. Aerify AC, keeping Texas comfortable.
College Station Cougar football brought to you this season by Zwerneman Flooring. For new flooring, backsplashes and showers and remodels, or new construction, visit zfloors.net. Buy ASAP equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. And by Brazos Valley Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles with traditional braces and Invisalign treatments, bvorthodontics.com. 21-7 is the score, 9:41 to go here in quarter number 2. Tim Schnettler, Scott Clendenin, Sean Burnett back at the station. Glad to have you along on this opening night of Class 5A high school football. Of course, Hutto Class 6A now, but it's the first night for the big schools to get to – well, actually, I take that back. Last night was the first night. This is the first night for us.
Yeah, College Station saw the Consolidated Tigers beat Waco U 63-13. 11 plays, 75-yard for the touchdown drive for Hutto. Sirion Miller with the 1-yard touchdown dive for the first score for the Hutto Hippos.
First time tonight we see the Hutto Hippos kick it off. That's going to be number 43, Eduardo Fernandez, and he's going to kick this one short. It's going to be fair caught by the Cougars at the 26-yard line.
All right, well, the Cougars' offense has been off the field for a little while.
Got a little rest.
And we'll see what adjustments the Cougars have made since their last touchdown drive, which was really one play.
Do you make adjustments from that? I wouldn't make any adjustments.
No, I think that you know that you can run the football left. It's winning some of those battles to the right.
1st and 10, Jed Hutt in the shotgun formation, takes the snap. He's going to give it to Brown. Brown is going to try and go up the middle. He's going to be stood up after a gain of about 1. Never brought down. He just got stood up and pushed back. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 here for the Cougars.
Still have only seen one pass attempted to Thomas, so he's getting a little double coverage action.
This time, Huff is looking to pass. He's going to throw, looking for Brown out of the backfield. He's got it at the 45, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Cougars.
The wheel route right there. Thomas broke that off and short, and that really cleared coverage there. And Brown never broke stride. We talked about it earlier. Jet Huff, with some of these guys that he's worked so much with, hit him in stride right there. Swiped at his feet. That's not going to bring down Roderick Brown, and he's got a 74-yard run, now a 73-yard reception.
And give Huff a lot of credit because that pass was perfect. He dropped that one in the basket, and Brown never had to break stride. So a big touchdown pass, and the Cougars add to their lead. On to add the extra point is going to be Dawson Shrimp out of the hold of Jalen Sewell this time. Kick is up, and it is good.
Into the band.
Your new score with 9:04 to go here in quarter number 2. College Station 28, Hutto 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. So the Cougars, once again, with a big strike here on the touchdown pass. Scott, let's recap that drive.
2 plays, 74 yards, wheel route for 73 of that. Jet Huff finds Roderick Brown, and he outruns the secondary and gives that Cougars back that 3-touchdown lead at 28-7. So defensively, you didn't get much time to rest there.
No, not
after
at all.
Kind of a long drive by the Hippos. So it's one of the things about having an explosive offense is defensively you've got to be prepared, and that's one of the great things I think about this long run-up is they should be in really good shape.
Yeah, and they just, like I said, that pass from Huff was perfect. He dropped it in the basket. Brown on the wheel route, never broke stride. Defender, like you said, swiped at his foot, never had a chance. Never had a chance to bring down Brown.
So really, and as we said earlier, a still night, so not going to be much change kicking from the north side of the stadium here into the south end. And we've seen some great kickoffs. And once again, having 2 kickers, you're keeping a guy fresh for your extra points that's not doing your kickoffs.
Tremble once again in to kick this one off. He puts his foot into it. It's going to be a high, short kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 12-yard line. Going to the right side, hit at the 20, and dropped as soon as he gets to the 20-yard line.
Still looks like we're seeing all the starters run out there. Trying to see, you talk about having a different holder. Trying to see where Kyle Walsh is, because he had been holding for the extra points, and I don't see Walsh on the field right now playing safety, so might have got nicked up a little bit.
Yeah, Traylon Sewell was in to hold on that last PAT. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Hutto Hippos at their own 20. They're going to give it to Cy Miller. He's going to be hit immediately and dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there was a stalemate there as far as the line of scrimmage, and they had done a good job on the previous drive, really, for the first time tonight, winning the line of scrimmage for the Hippo offensive line. They had none of it on that time.
So 2nd down now. 10 to go for the Hutto Hippos. This time Doggett's going to look to pass. He's going to throw out to the right side. He's got his receiver, and that'll be a gain of about 5 as he went out to the right side and completed that pass to Tyler Carnes.
So 3rd and 4, a little more manageable now. But, yeah, that was probably one of the better passes we've seen Doggett, because he did it on time and had the receiver running the crossing pattern there for the first down. Trying to get the first down.
They're going to go empty backfield here, so 5 receivers in this set, 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Doggett will take the snap. He's looking to the left side. He's going to be swarmed and dropped for a loss. And let's see who gets off that pile. Looks like it's big number 99 who was the first one there. That's going to be Connor Ligman. And he was the first one to get to Doggett and bring him down for the loss.
Yeah, swam over that center, and he was all over him and really didn't have any problems with, the secondary because they weren't going to have any chance to cover anybody because that was a quick snack.
So 4th down, that'll bring out the punt team once again. Back to receive this one, it's going to be Dalton Carnes. He's going to watch this one sail over his head. That was a huge punt on that one, as that's going to be down at the Cougar 28-yard line. Where did that come from, Scott?
I have no idea, because you had 2 guys right there. It's kind of like the Cougars were like right there by each other deciding if, hey, we want to try to go for the block or not. And really for the first time, they're able to flip the field, and the Cougars are going to start, the long touchdown run and that last drive were starting deep, but not after your defense had been out there.
Yeah, so this one will start at the 27. When I looked up, Carnes was standing at about the 45, and then all of a sudden he's going backwards. So they're going to run the jet sweep here. This is going to be Carnes coming from left to right. He's at the 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 36. He's going to be just about a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, he did a good job there of really accelerating around the corner and getting Thomas, who's been more a factor in the blocking game on downfield on some pass catch than catching the ball.
Sewell and Thomas stacked in the formation over here to the right. They're going to give it to Brown. He's going to go up the middle. He'll break a tackle and then be dragged down. Don't think he's going to get anything there, and it's going to be 3rd down and short.
They got a half yard, so really still going to be officially 3rd and 1. So, with the 3rd and short here, I think that, let's see if they look left. They've got a little more beef on the left side.
Well, no flags came out. We had defenders going across the line, but nobody touched anybody. They were able to get back. They're going to give it to Brown. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to spin off a tackle and fall forward for the first down, but a flag comes in. We may have a hold here against the Cougars.
I think so. It was thrown right there at the feet of the offensive line, and then we've also got an injury for one of the Hutto defensive backs out there, so a little bit of stoppage in play.
Looks like that's number 26, Jalen Banks, possibly for the Hutto Hippos that's down over there.
And they're going to wait to march this penalty off against the Cougars till after he clears the field there.
We'll take a break as they attend to the injured players. 6:46 to go here in quarter number 2. College Station on top 28-7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline.
Hey, guys, sorry about that. That was the worst timing. I stepped out to help in the next booth over.
No problem. We're good.
Right as was it on that 2nd and 9 that he scored it?
Engines that continuously use
yes. No, well, no, he got down to the 1.
Okay, because I stepped up to the door and I was like, no, there's no way. I just had to step across for 2 seconds, and I swear to God I came back and was like, you have got to be kidding me.
No problem, Sean.
Ian Welburn.
The injured player was Jalon Banks, and he's being helped off of the field by a couple of people and not putting much pressure on his right leg.
So it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Cougars as they march the ball back there to the 26, 27-yard line.
Still waiting for Banks to get completely off the field there. They snapped the ball. He wasn't off the field, and the referees are going to stop that play because he still wasn't quite off the field. They were trying to get him off there. And so now he's off. They'll line back up. It'll be 3rd and 11. Carnes will be out to the left. Thomas out to the right. And in the backfield, it's going to be number 10, Terry Green. They're going to fake the give to him. Huff's looking long. He's got a receiver. That's Traylon Sewell. He's going to make the catch in Hutto territory at the 45 and go out of bounds at about the 41 of Hutto. A big gain, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and Sewell has really been good tonight. And, that pattern working towards the sideline, had a chance to catch it and, didn't really look to turn upfield.
They're going to pitch it to Carnes on the jet sweep. He comes around from left to right, and he's going to be stood up and dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. And we have a penalty flag out here on the far side, on the near side. And I think this one may be going against the Cougars as well. Let's see what our ref. So another holding penalty on the the Cougars, good night. On the Cougars, their 2nd one of this drive, and that's going to drop them back into their own territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and 3rd penalty tonight. You've had the personal foul and then the 2 holdings. Cougars able to overcome it. They're on 1st down now, 1st and 20, but let's see if they don't necessarily have to try to get it all in one bite like they did on the previous pass pattern from Huff to Sewell.
Shotgun formation. They're going to give it to the back. He's going to break through. That was number 10, Terry Green. He'll get about 4 or 5 on that one.
Well, Green was the super sub last year. He'd come in for Kobe Cashin, who senior graduated, and then, for Roderick Brown. And he always had fresh legs, and here he is starting this drive on the field for the Cougars.
He'll stay in there. He'll be to the left of Huff on this play. We've got 3 receivers to the right side. They're going to throw over there to Sewell. He's going to get a block, and then the defender comes off of that block and makes the tackle and drops him short of the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, but you're able to get 9 yards on those 2 plays, and really Sewell got to choose to go inside or outside. If he had chose to go inside, he might have had a much bigger gain there.
3rd down now. Huff takes the snap, looking to pass. He's got good protection. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, roll to his left. He's being chased. He's going to flip it off, and out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that's because for the first time in this game, we really see Landon Watson get after him and throw in some backside pressure right there. And really, with it being a 3rd and 11, you aren't going to pick it up a 1st down trying to run away from Watson. So just better to throw that ball away and, put your defense back on the field.
4th down, that'll bring on the punting unit. Two receivers back for the Hutto Hippos. The punt is off. It's going to be a good high kick. They're going to let it go. It's going to hit at the 11 and take a Cougar bounce, and it's at the corner, and it's going to be dead right inside the 1 yard line. A great job there. Couldn't skip the number on the
maybe
defender.
9. Yes. I think he kicked at it. I think it hit at his feet.
And he knocked it out.
And kept it from going in the end zone. He didn't do it on purpose, so it's not an illegal touch.
Was it 9 or 5?
It was 9.
Was it 9? So Lucas Sampson on that knocks it. But what a great job, because that ball was heading to the corner.
And I think it was going to hit the pylon.
Yeah, I think so too. But instead, it's going to be just inside the 1-yard line. So the Hippos will start backed up in their own end zone. They're going to go out of the shotgun formation.
Well, you got to think you got the zone read right here. You got to feed the big guy. Try to get out from, the 1-yard line. Nope.
They're going to go underneath center and just try and push forward with the quarterback, dog it. He's going to get some momentum. He's going to get this one out almost to the 5-yard line there as he just put his head down and plowed forward. 28-7 is the score. 4 minutes, 35 seconds and counting here in quarter number 2.
Well, you really don't see the Cougars practice that play because they don't ever get under center. So that was for them to show that you're in the spread and then get under center. And we'll get that leg drive to get a 4-yard gain.
Shotgun formation. They're going to give it to Miller this time. He's going to be hitting the backfield, breaks that tackle, but then he's going to be swarmed under, and he gets a short gain of about 1. Clock continues to roll. We approach 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. College Station on top, 28-7.
Long 5 yards here for a first down. And here's where special teams, which has been a big positive for the Cougars tonight. I think that you can turn it around and hold them here and really get good field position. There's only been one good punt tonight by the Hutto Hippos.
Third down. Doggett's looking to pass. He's going to throw on the right side. Way overthrows his intended receiver. Had a defender running stride for stride with the receiver. That's going to be number 4 on the defensive coverage, Keyshawn Cooper. He was stride for stride, and the pass was nowhere near the intended receiver.
Yeah, and that's where you're getting a little bit of, experience out there again with Cooper, your most experienced cornerback, able to run stride for stride, then really run that receiver out of bounds on a pass that ended up out of bounds.
4th down, the Hippos will be forced to punt out of their own end zone. It's another good punt here. It's going to be fielded at about the 46 of Hutto by Carnes. He's going to come to the right side. He's got a block. He's going to break through. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dalton Carnes on the punt return.
How about that? Catch the ball at the 46-yard line and then just go untouched. You wonder sometimes you set up return right or left and you run and it looks like you're running into it, but that blocking downfield, if you can get that edge, you can make it a big play. And the Cougars, once again, special teams has been huge for them tonight. And there's that, hold them at the 1-yard line, get a punt return touchdown.
The thing you said, get through that block, get to the clear. This team is fast, and Coach Huff talked about that with me yesterday. He said, we have a lot of speed. He said, now we've got to see it against other people, but we have speed, and you're seeing it tonight as the extra point is up and good with 3:20 to go here in quarter number 2. The College Station Cougars now on top, 35-7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Daily Company is the electrical HVAC.
We're going to come back with an ID here, so we'll come back cold.
An operating business with trustworthy techs who are screened and tested for your safety and peace of mind. When you call to schedule a service with Daily Company, you'll talk to a live person, not a recording. And Daily Company always offers upfront pricing and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. For electrical, HVAC, and plumbing, Daily Company has you covered. Call 979-260-2020 or click dailycompany.net.
College Station High School football is brought to you by Intech Pest Management. Service and professionalism since 1995. This is Maverick 100.9 KVMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station.
Okay, Scott, we've got offensive touchdowns. We've got a special teams touchdown. So now we need the defense to get in on this and get a touchdown as we go 3:20 to go here in quarter number 2. College Station on top, 35-7 after that 46-yard punt return by Dalton Carnes.
Yeah, and the great job that the Cougars have done in special teams really points to what the hard work that they've done here in the preseason and getting to go in week 5. Really no big surprises in anything they've done. And, I think that we saw that the punt, really the one that got over Carnes' head, has been the only positive that Hutto has had in special teams. And I think that that's been a big bonus. Even if you don't get a touchdown, that was still going to be a big positive because you punted it down to the 1 and then forced the 3 and out.
Damon Jones and Theo Anderson back to receive the kickoff here for the Hippos. And this one's going to come down. It's going to be Jones from his own 3. He's got the 15 to the 20. Bounces out of a tackle there. Comes back across the grain. Tries to make a defender miss. Makes a couple of them miss, but then he's not going to get past that one. A great open field tackle. Looks like that was number 10, Terry Green, on the tackle. And he drops him at about the 28-yard line.
Kind of lost the edge over here on this side, but there's that speed you were talking about, Tim. Try to run away from Terry Green, who we just saw playing offense, on the previous drive, and then, you have a hard time running away from these Cougars, even with some of the speed guys Hutto's bringing down as a 6'8".
First and 10, Hutto at its own 29. The Hippos trail 35-7 now with 3:05 to go here until halftime. One drive has been a positive for the Hippos. Other than that, they have not done much on offense. Doggett, he's looking to throw. He's got a receiver, and it's going to be incomplete. That may have been tipped.
Yeah, and it was great coverage on 5 anyway. Yeah. I mean, that play really had no chance to go because I think the Cougars' defensive line is starting to pin their ears back with a 35-7 lead.
So 2nd and 10 now. That took all of 3 seconds off of the clock. And Doggett this time is going to give it off to the running back. He's going to go through the middle, get a gain of about 4 on that one. That was not Miller, so let's see who that comes up.
24 this time. So their third running back. They've
Dejon Higgins on that one.
They've also had 26 in addition to Miller really being the workhorse.
Well, 26 is the one who was hurt, Jalen Banks.
Yes.
He got hurt earlier in the game, so we may not see him anymore. So 3rd down now. Doggett's going to take the snap, roll to his right. He's looking to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be caught right at midfield, and that's going to be a nice gain and a first down as that pass was complete to number 7, Jarez Lambert.
And there he rolled right as the first time that he's really rolled to his strong side as opposed to rolling and trying to turn the shoulders and make the throw. That was a much better pass by Doggett.
So 1st and 10 right at midfield, 2:26 to go. Clock stops as the player went out of bounds. Receiver comes from right to left. They're going to give it to him on the jet screen. He's going to break a couple of tackles, and then he's going to be hit and dropped at the 47-yard line. That is going to be Lambert once again, and we've got an injured Cougar on the field. That's going to be Byron Johnson who's down for College Station.
Saw time as a second-teamer last year. Really don't want to see the injuries on either side. That's really the only concern is really going full speed and having tackling for the first time this year.
They're going to attend to Jones. And while they do, we're going to step aside. 2:11 to go here in quarter number 2. Oh, excuse me. We're not going to step aside because as soon as I say that, he got up. So those were the magic words.
Yeah, and really no limp or anything coming off the sideline.
No,
so
good to see.
Good to see. And we'll see who is going to go in and play.
Doc Frazier out there attending to him. She and her staff does a great job.
Let's see here. Behind Johnson is Lofton, who we've seen a sophomore make a play earlier tonight.
Gain of 2 on that previous play, so that sets up 2nd down and 8 for the Hippos at the College Station 48.
Clock running now.
Looking over to the sideline to get the call. We go under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking left the whole way. He's going to try and go deep, and it's incomplete as he overthrows his intended receiver. There was no doubt where Doggett was going with that one because he never looked anywhere but left. He was locked in on that one receiver, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, double move right there, and it cleared space. And if he had, just trusted that his receiver was going to be in their regular spot where they practice that against air, that would have been a big play and a touchdown.
That was Sean Davis, the intended receiver. That brings up 3rd and 8. Doggett's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw across the grain, and he's going to complete that one. No, it comes out incomplete. Good coverage there.
There's Lofton. They went right at the sophomore, and without Walsh and now Johnson coming off, you've got some backup guys in the secondary, but they're still able, after really one big pass play, to hold and force another punt.
The Hippos get across midfield, but then they stall at the 48, so they'll be forced to punt once again. Back to receive this one is Dalton Carnes. Of course, last time he took it 46 yards on the punt return, took it to the house. He stands at his own 15-yard line. Kick is off. It's a low line drive. It's going to hit and bounce out of bounds. Cougars will have good field position here as they get it at their own 25.
Had no desire to kick that one to Carnes. That was kicked away. I don't care where it goes out of bounds on the sideline. You're not going to kick that one to Carnes.
1:35 to go till half. 35-7 is the score. College Station on top. And the Cougars have plenty of time to score here. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. They took one earlier in the game, and we'll see what they do here, see what Coach Stoney Pryor dials up.
Well, even though you've got a big lead right here, here's a chance to work on your 2-minute drill.
And Huff fumbles the snap. He's going to have to just fall on it. It'll be a loss back to the 20-yard line. So not a good way to start that drive.
Well, and now you can decide if you even want to run a bunch of plays because a play clock at 35 seconds, you can eat most of this up and not really have to go to the end zone. The Cougars do get the ball to start the second half because they deferred, but they can still go fast here on 2nd and 15.
Huff came up in a little bit of pain on that one. He'll shake it off. They're going to run the ball. They're going to give it to Brown. No, excuse me, is that Brown or is that Cooper? No, that's number 16. That's another running back. That's going to be Marquise Collins. And Collins with a huge gain up to the 47 of the Cougars.
Yeah, hey, fresh legs like Terry Green used to be last year.
Going to give it to him again. He's going to go off the right side, and he's not going to find anything there as he's going to be dropped for a loss on this play. And the Cougars will take a timeout here. They're second of the half. They have one more left. We've got 39 seconds to go. College Station on top, 35-7. Scott, any changes in that high school scoreboard? Give us a little bit of an update.
Rudder with a 21-0 lead over Bastrop. Tompkins 24-0 over Magnolia High. It's New Caney 13-10 over Marshall. Mag West, the Brenham Cubs have come back and scored to take a lead, 21-20.
Holy cow!
Bryan High leads Waller 10-3 at Viking Stadium. Got Tomball over Willis 14-7. Tyler Legacy, which used to be Tyler High. So
Tyler Lee.
That's Tyler Lee.
Yeah.
They're on top 14-7. Montgomery and Porter at 7-6. They're a district foe this year. That's a look at your score. Oh, Cleveland. They play tomorrow night.
Back to action. The Cougars have it. They're going to run the ball on
holding.
We're going to have a penalty flag. That's going to be a hold against the Cougars. That'll set them back 10. Yeah, you mentioned Rudder taking that lead against Bastrop, and they're going to be an interesting team to watch. You know, they scrimmaged last week against Bryan High, and I think they got the better of Bryan High on a little bit of that. And their quarterback is going to be fun to watch this season.
Yeah, so still looking for that first trip to the playoffs.
Oh, it was a chop block. So that's a 15-yard penalty instead of 10. That's going to drop them all the way back to their own 30-yard line, and it's going to set up 2nd and forever as they have to get to the Hutto 43-yard line. So 27.
Well, let's see if you're gonna hand it off to him and you run right or left because you've only got
32 seconds.
32 seconds, so you don't have to try anything to end this half.
They're looking to throw, and Huff is going to be just absolutely annihilated. Coming in on the blitz there is number 21, who's going to make the tackle there. That's going to be Landon Watson. We talked about him earlier. He's going to TCU, and he made a big play there, drops Huff for another big loss, and now it's 3rd and really long.
The Cougars decide they want to actually run a play here.
And they hand it off.
I think Watson made that tackle too.
Yeah, and that was Marquise Collins. He'll go up the middle. He'll be stopped at the 26-yard line. And Hutto
got on a half.
Yep, waiting to see if Hutto took a timeout, but they did not. We're going to half. As it was a good one for the Cougars. They put up 35. They had a special teams touchdown. Roderick Brown with a big run. He also had a big reception. And as we go to the half, the Cougars lead at 35-7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Your home can help make your dreams come true.
You got it for a while, Sean?
Yep, I got it for, like 20 minutes, something
okay,
like that.
Thank you.
From a home remodel to funding a higher education or anything in between, A home equity loan can transform your dreams into reality. Aggieland Credit Union is offering home equity loans as low as 3.25% APR. Find out more at aggielandcu.org. Aggieland Credit Union. We're with you every step of the way. APR is annual percentage rate. Membership required. Terms and conditions apply. Equal housing lender.
I'm Jeb Blair, owner of local Aggie-owned and operated J&B Propane. For over 35 years, we've been taking care of customers in the Brazos Valley. Our staff of dedicated, licensed professionals are committed to your safety and take great pride in offering a fair price coupled with prompt personal service. Whether you're a new propane user or perhaps you've been using another supplier, we encourage you to give us a try. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. Visit jmbpropane.com.
Looking to buy a home or make improvements? Need a loan? Talk to Prosperity. Our bankers know how to walk you through the process. We offer multiple loan options customized to your individual needs. Building a new home? How about a loan that offers a one-time closing at the title company? Prosperity can do that. Prosperity, the big bank with your community's bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. All loans subject to credit approval. This ad is not a commitment to lend. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 466414.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever
Station High School Mighty Cougar Band. The drum majors, the Cougar Band by Benjamin Roberts, Ariana Chisholm, Mary Claire Phelps, and Sienna Healy. The Cougar Band and Guard's 2020 marching production is titled Beatlemania, featuring the timeless music of the British rock sensation The Beatles, with Magical Mystery Tour, Lady Madonna, Blackbird, and Yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the mighty Cougar Band.
Try me, boy. I be with my squad. Catching bodies, boy. We too deep, talking crazy. That'll get you murdered. Coming down the hill, where we real and we getting turned. Turn up. Hit the field and we shut them down. Turn up. Turn this valley to a body town. Everybody going nuts. Yeah, we hitting hard and it's showing up. Offense, them boys, they going crazy. And the defense turning up. 300. Now we just ain't got no chill. You know we for real. We turn up when we hit the field. Everybody with us is real. And they going crazy like soon as we run down the hill. That's all you gon' hear when we knocking you out. You thought you was real, but that's not what you bout.
Friendly staff.
35-7 is our score as we get ready for quarter number 3 here at Cougar Stadium and on the campus of College Station High School. Tim Schnedler, Scott Clendenin, Sean Burnett back at the station. Scott, a good half for the College Station Cougars. Not a lot went wrong. I think if you want to look at one thing, the penalties. A holding penalty, a chop block, and a couple others. But other than that, it was a pretty good first half of football for the first game of the season.
Really only had the one sack there, and that was late in the second quarter. On they were trying to get that drive maybe there to end half, and they were able to get ahead of the second there. But I think that you've got to be happy if you're the Cougars because your special teams has been a plus. Jet Huff, after an 0-for-3 start, has been very, very good in the passing game, and I think that you've shown that even against a team with some D1 talent defensively, you can run the football and get the pass block going. And also want to say that the College Station Cougar volleyball team won in 4 tonight over Katy High. So the Cougars. They played nearly as long as the Cougars did in the first half. They started at 6 o'clock. They were an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, so, and you mentioned Roderick Brown. He had the touchdown run. He had the touchdown reception on a beautiful pass from Jet Huff where he laid it right in the breadbasket. And then on special teams, Dalton Carnes with the score on the punt return. So a little bit of everything there. Defensively, you had one drive where Hutto was able to score, but you helped them on that with the 15-yard personal foul penalty as well.
Yeah, and it also got into the part of the field where they could, take away the line splits, really bunch them in, and run the football right, straight at you. And the defense, I'm not going to say they were gassed, but they've been running up and down the field. because the offense wasn't giving them much time to rest there. So, but I think that, when you were able to cover the punt at the 1 yard line and then get the punt return after that, it really took any momentum that Hutto had tried to build offensively after a touchdown drive and took it right away from them.
We're just about ready to get quarter number 3 underway. The teams are back on the field. They're huddling up. College Station will receive the ball to start this one. They won the toss at the start of the game and deferred to the second half. Cougars will be going from left to right on your radio dial, and both teams now making their way out onto the field. We'll get this third quarter underway. The third quarter is brought to you by Kelly Burt Dozer, your number one excavating contractor. Kelly Burt Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community.
Be interesting to see with Carnes back. Roderick Brown's on kick return as well, what they're going to do. We saw that directional kick earlier where they did not want to have anything to do with kicking the punt to Carnes, and seeing him as a weapon already here tonight.
Carnes is your deep man. As Scott said, Roderick Brown is also back there. Also back is Lucas Sampson. And the ball is on the tee. The Hippos are ready.
School there in the middle of the formation.
And they're going to kick this one short, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So you'll tack on some yardage there, and it'll be good field position for the Cougars to start the second half.
Yeah, I think that they're going to say about the 29 and maybe go from there. So, yeah, good field position for the Cougars. And, you put the fear in them a little bit with what you've been able to do in special teams. And, that bodes very well when you're going to get the ball starting at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 from their own 34. Jet Huff is your quarterback. Roderick Brown in the backfield with him. Your receivers, Houston Thomas. You've got Traylon Sewell as well. Out on the left side, it's going to be Dalton Carnes. And also in the backfield right now is Will Henson. We'll see where he ends up as we get things going. A lot of discussion here with the referee and Coach Huff about where they want to start this or something. I'm not sure what the discussion is here.
Also, one other score to go with 10th-ranked Franklin and 3rd-ranked Lexington. Minute to go in the first half. Franklin is up 35-7 over Lexington.
Ooh, that's big for Franklin.
Re-kick.
Cougars are going to re-kick it. Okay, that was the discussion. Rather than take it there, they want to take the 5-yard penalty and re-kick it here, so we'll do it all again.
That's stuff you need to work on. Kick return is one of those things that, you've got to be prepared for.
But do you think they're going to get a chance to return it, Scott?
I don't know. And also is when do you Sampson is not one of your more experienced guys out there. When do you flip him to a different spot? Maybe put Roderick Brown over there and make them kick, differently than just trying to kick over here to the sideline, because they did have one pop-up kick after their touchdown.
Yeah, and as you said, they are kicking it over to the side where Lucas Sampson is. But they'll be 5 yards back on this one, and they'll re-kick it, and we'll see how things turn out. Same 3 receivers back for the Cougars: Sampson, Sewell, and Carnes. Carnes is the deep man. He stands at about his 11-yard line. We're ready to try and start this second half again. They're going to do the same thing, a pop-up kick to Sampson. He's going to field it this time at the 23. He's at the 30, and he's going to be dragged down right there. So they pick up about 3 yards on the re-kick. Correct? Or what?
No, they were going to be at the 34.
That's
so
right. I'm sorry.
lost.
I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so they lost 4 yards. You're right, Scott. Thank you.
Well, that's okay.
Need somebody to keep track of me.
But 8-yard return right there. Like I said, you may see a different guy at that spot if they get to kick again. I mean, you might only get 2 kicks tonight.
1st and 10 now for the Cougars. Trips to the left side. Huff takes the snap. He's going to throw to the lone receiver on the right side, and this is Houston Thomas, and he is not able to hold on to it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. So just the second time tonight that they've targeted Houston Thomas.
Yeah, and that was a, hey, let's get the ball in your hands kind of pass, and it didn't go for a completion. It's only going to be about a 4-yard gain.
Same formation. Take the snap. They're going to try the same play, and this time Thomas will make the catch. He'll go out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So a gain of about 7, and that'll set up 3rd down and 3.
Well, it was a little shorter pass the previous time, and then it did a little motion off of it. If you wanted to go right back to him again, now you go out and up, and you may be able to be running free out there in the secondary.
3rd down and 3 for the Cougars, opening drive of the second half. They're going to throw the tunnel screen over to the left side. That's Sewell. He's got the 1st down and more. He's across midfield and out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, how about Brown out there? He was in a position where he was going to block, but he was going to block in the back. So he's like, I'm going to run in front of this guy, but I'm going to run with my hands straight up in the air to make sure that you're not going to call me with a penalty.
1st and 10 now at the Hutto 45. Huff looking to throw again. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw. He's got the receiver. That's Thomas coming across. He'll make the catch. He's inside the 40 to the 37, and that'll be a gain of about 8.
Yeah, and that was a much better move right there. Thomas read that he was going to be a hot receiver, get outside, get the ball down in 37.
Once again, Huff looking to throw. This time he's going to pull it down, take a couple of steps, then he's going to throw. He's going to complete it to Thomas right on the sideline. He'll go out of bounds immediately, but it's enough for the first down at the 31.
And that's Huff not wanting to run. You know, that was like, I can get about that same amount of yardage, but I'm going to pass it instead, stay away from contact, being the only experienced quarterback.
Cougars not waste any time. They're going to throw to Brown out of the backfield on the wheel route. He hurdles the defender, but the defender got just enough of him to upend him. But he gets to the 25. It's a gain of about 6.
And I thought he might come down and be able to start running again.
For a second, it looked like he might. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Cougars not wasting any time. They're going to throw the same pass to Brown. He's going to get a block, and then he's going to be picked up and dropped, and he is down. He probably had the wind knocked out of him on that one as he goes down inside the 20-yard line. The defender picked him up and literally put him down.
That's Braylon Sugg, the first time we've really seen him make a play, but yes. And that's the one thing you wanted to not see happen is a guy who's battled injuries be picked up like that, and they are checking him as Coach Frazier is out there, and they're going to get him up. So maybe it was just a little bit of the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. I mean, you get picked up and thrown down to the turf like that, you're definitely going to get your breath knocked out a little bit. But it was where are they marking this? There's a penalty flag on the far side of the field. Okay, so that's why they hadn't moved the ball yet. It is going to be at the 18, so that is a first down. They'll decline the penalty, and it's 1st and 10. Cougar football brought to you this season by Aggieland Credit Union. Truly free checking with no minimum balance, no monthly fees. Save by switching today at aggielandcu.org. And by Blinn College, your future. 10:25 and counting here in quarter number 3. This is the opening drive of the half. Huff looking to throw. He's going to throw towards the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. That ball skipped into Houston Thomas at about the 2-yard line.
I think he went out of bounds and then came in.
Okay, that's what they just said, because Thomas is saying, I caught it, and the referee just signaled he went out and then came back in. You're exactly right on that, Scott. So
but that was a little, there's the complimentary play to the 2 first plays of this drive where they get Thomas down the field on basically a double move type situation. So working that route tree.
2nd and 10, pressure coming, and Huff goes to throw it, and that just slipped out of his hands. That could be a live ball, and the Cougars do get on it way back at the 36-yard line. He was going to pass, and they're saying it came out of his hands and that it was a live ball. And so that's a big loss on the play, but a heads-up play there by Terry Green to fall on that ball.
And also, right there you had Stoney Pryor yelling at somebody to come get on the ball, and Green was able to be the one that wins that run to it. So a huge fumble there.
Loss of 18, and that's going to set up 3rd and 28 from the Hutto 36. So a drive that was looking pretty promising. Now a little bit of adversity here, and we'll see if the Cougars are able to overcome it. They're going to let the play clock go down. They're going to take a timeout here. 9:26 to go in quarter number 3. We're going to take the timeout with them. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
I'm in love with a man named Rudy. I'm okay with that. He knows exactly what I want. He keeps me coming back. Cooks breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. Does the dishes too. I'm in love with a man named Rudy. Last name Barbecue. It sure is easy to fall in love with Rudy's tasty oak smoked barbecue.
Next in line.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium. Tim Schnettler, Scott Clendenin. 35-7 is our score. 9:26 to go in quarter number 3. The opening drive of the half for the College Station Cougars. They got down to the 18-yard line of Hutto on the last play. A fumble cost them 18 yards, and so they're looking now at 3rd and 28.
See what kind of play you have on a 3rd and 28. Wouldn't be surprised if Carnes or Sewell gets the ball in their hands. They're both going to go out far wide next to the Hutto sideline there.
Brown is still out, so in the backfield is Terry Green along with Jet Huff. As Scott said, Sewell and Carnes to the left, Thomas to the right. Huff takes the snap. Good protection. Now he rolls. He's looking for Thomas. He overthrows him. That's incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
So a little negative there, and let's see, the Cougars are going to run that punt team on there or lead Huff out there.
They haven't made an indication yet. Huff is still out there. I think they may be going for this one. They are. Huff's going to stay in, so we'll see what they do here on 4th and 28.
Well, you're up 35-7, and never have seen Huff punt in any formation, so.
A little confusion out there. They finally get things going. You've got Green and Will Henson in the backfield with Huff. Now he drops back. He's going to kick this one. And it's a nice little pooch kick, but it hits and into the end zone. Sewell had a chance there to down it, but it just got by him, and the ball goes into the end zone, and Hutto will start 1st and 10.
But right there, you see a little bit different wrinkle. That's a great punt right there, and Sewell was down in a good position to come up with it, just kind of caught the point of the ball, and where we had seen a couple of shrimps kicks and punts kind of check up, that one he didn't get that kind of bounce.
Hutto starts its first drive of the second half at its own 20-yard line, trailing 35-7, 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Quarterback is Doggett for the Hutto Hippos. He'll take the snap. He's going to give it off to Miller. Miller's going to be hit and dropped. He'll get about a half yard on that play. Cyron Miller, the running back. He's had the bulk of the carries tonight.
And we got an injury again. The Cougars, within a couple plays, you get a couple injuries.
Wondering if this one's a cramp maybe, looking at the way he's reacting, holding that leg up. Yeah, and they're stretching it out. I think this one may be a cramp. Looks like that was number 52, Caleb Scow.
Now, that's one of your veterans there on the defensive front, so you don't want to see him even cramp up. And you wonder sometimes when the temperature's not real hot how you can have that happen, but it's all about your hydration leading up to this ball game.
Yeah, Doc Frazier and her crew out there to attend to him. College Station football this season brought to you by Daily Company, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing services you can count on. Read reviews at dailycompany.net. By Max Food Mart. Max Food Mart, fill up your tank at 3 College Station locations on Barron, Rock Prairie, and Welborn Road. So Scow is up. He's coming off the field.
And Tanner Stone, senior, going to go in there and see if they run right at him. New guy on the field, and that's the kind of the way they were going with their running offense anyway. See if they go there again on 2nd and 9.
Shotgun formation. Doggett has it. He's going to throw to the right side and overthrows his receiver once again. Incomplete. And, they've tried that play a few times tonight, Scott, and each time Doggett has overthrown his receiver. I don't know if he's getting too much on it or if the receiver's just not getting out there. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I think you're getting a great jam by Cooper. When they went against the sophomore on the other side, they had a little more success with creating some separation.
So 3rd down and long now for the Hippos. Doggett again in the shotgun formation. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left. Drops back. Good protection. Now he's going to scramble a little bit. He's going to throw across the middle, and that's intercepted. Oh, no, he dropped it.
Intercepted and dropped.
Yeah, looked like we had an interception there. That was number 6 that had the chance to intercept that. That's Byron Johnson, and I think Byron saw a lot of green in front of him. And so he wasn't able to pull it in. There was a lot of green.
He is going to have some explaining to do to his teammates because they were going to watch his number go all the way into the end zone right there. But a great break on the ball. Read that, had a little bit of pressure, even with Scow out. You still had a little pressure on Doggett. So, a great job getting the 4 and out. The 3 and out after your Really short-circuiting your own offense with a fumble.
And before they can get the punt off, looks like we're going to have a delay of game.
That's the kind of thing you think in game one.
Yeah.
But we hadn't, we've stayed away from those for the most part.
So that'll push them back even further, back to the 15-yard line. So Jacob Randalls, who's doing the punting, has a little bit less field to work with here.
And already replaced the punter, huh?
Dalton Carnes is back, and that snap is high. He's able to pull it down, gets a kickoff. It's decent for what he had to work with, but then it takes a Cougar bounce, and it'll finally be killed at the 26-yard line of Hutto.
And that is the third shortest punt of the ball game. We've had a 6 and we've had an 8 here tonight. So you punt the ball 11 yards, and you're not even at the bottom of the stat chart.
And that was the guy they brought in to replace the previous guy.
So, but he did have a bad snap.
Yeah, he made the best he could out of that. So short field to work with for the Cougars as they start at the 26-yard line, First and 10, 8:28 to go here in quarter number 3. They're going to hand it off to Brown. He's going to go up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and then he's finally dragged down inside the 15-yard line. A nice gain there for Roderick Brown.
Worked too hard to get to this senior year to let that getting the wind knocked out of him earlier, keep him off the field. And unfortunately for the Hippos, they've got an injury out there.
Yeah, down on the far side of the field, we've got a player down. They've already had one go out tonight, and I don't think we've seen him come back. That was Jalen Banks, and he was on both offense and defense for them, so that was a big loss. This one looks like it's a cramp over on the other side as well. 35-7 is our score, 8:10 to go here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, and, we've played a little football here in this half, but it seems like the clock's been stopped the whole time.
Player is able to get up and walk off the field. He was cramping up there. Looking down on the Cougar sideline, Scow is over here riding the bike trying to work that cramp out that he had.
Pistol formation one of the few times tonight.
Hand it off to Brown. He's got lots of room off the right. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Cougars. Roderick Brown, and the Cougars add to their lead.
Really untouched again until he was deep down at about the 2-yard line, and then the momentum, no way you're going to keep him out of the end zone. So special teams again, a big miscue for the Hippos this time, and the Cougars are able to take advantage of it and put some more points on the scoreboard.
Dawson Shrimp on to add the extra point out of the hold of Traylon Sewell. Snap, spot, the kick is up, and it's good. Your new score with 7:57 to go here in quarter number 3. College Station 42, Hutto 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35.
I'm going to come back with an ID cold.
Ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first phone call should be Kelly Burt Dozer. Since 1978, Kelly Burt Dozer has handled hundreds of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
College Station High School football is brought to you by Intech Pest Management. Service and professionalism since 1995. This is Maverick 100.9 KVMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station.
Roderick Brown with his second rushing touchdown of the night, and the Cougars now lead at 42-7. And here to recap that drive is Scott Clendenin.
Yeah, that 12-yard run capped the two-play 26-yard drive. Both those carries by Roderick Brown. And let's see, he had 74-yard touchdown run, then 2 carries there for 26 yards, and that's 100 yards right there.
And I think he's had a few in between.
I think he's had a few in between.
And a 73-yard touchdown pass, was it?
Yes. So, a big night for Roderick Brown to start his senior season.
42-7 is the score. The Cougars on top, 7:57 to go.
And it'd be interesting to see when Hutto and the Cougars go to, maybe playing some of those guys that, are younger guys. On 2 teams that didn't have a lot of guys back at certain spots. But they've got a 6A schedule this year for the Hippos.
Sam Trimble to kick it off. This one's going to come down at about the 10-yard line. It'll be fielded there, 15, 20, 25. He's got some room on the right side. Gets to the 28, and a great open field tackle there by number 16. That is going to be Marquise Collins. We've called his name a few times tonight. He made a nice tackle there, and it'll be 1st and 10 Hutto at its own 28-yard line.
Hey, when you're the third-team running back, you got to get your name called somehow before you even get to the second half sometimes. But right there, a good job, as that was a cutback run and, able to hold them to an 18-yard return. That was a pretty good defensive play on that kickoff coverage.
Dog at the quarterback in the shotgun formation. He's got Cyrus Miller to his right. He's going to give it to Miller. Miller looking for room off the left side, just bowls into a defender, but the defender's able to hold on to him and drag him down. It'll be a short gain as they just went head-to-head on that one. That was Bubba Carter who made the tackle.
But that's, good tackle. Even though you lose he fell forward for another yard, still a great job getting him down at the ground.
This time Doggett's going to roll to his right. He's looking to throw, and he hits his intended receiver across the 40 at the 42. That is number 7 on the reception. That is Jairez Lambert. We've called his name a couple of times tonight, and he gets up to the 40 is where they're going to mark this. It's 1st and 10, so a little positive momentum for the Hippos.
Yeah, and I expected a little bit more for a guy with 2,300 yards, but they did lose a whole lot of skill positions around Doggett.
1st and 10, Doggett takes the snap. He's going to throw the bubble screen to the right side.
Bubba Carter again.
Yeah. And then we have a penalty flag come in.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a hold, but that Bubba Carter got to the sideline, and he put the receiver down really hard.
It's either going to be a hold or a chop block there, or block below the waist. Because I saw Connor Lindgren go down, and then I saw the flag come.
Look at the receiver's kind of leaning on that right hip.
Yeah.
After Bubba Carter put him on the ground on that side, and he's going to come out.
So let's see what the penalty is here. They're discussing it.
Lots of pain for no gain right there. Wave it off.
Wave it off. Yeah. So that's going to be a positive play. A gain to the 45 sets up 2nd and 5. Not sure why they waved that one off.
Might have had someone you thought was a covered receiver that actually was uncovered.
Doggett in the shotgun formation again. Drops back. Now he's going to throw the screen pass to Miller. Miller breaks one tackle, breaks another. Now he's across midfield for 45 and down at the 44-yard line of the Cougars. Cyrus Miller on the screen there. And the Hippos quickly to the line of scrimmage. They want to run. They're working on some tempo here. So we approach 6.5 to go in quarter number 3. And they're going to run the screen to the other side. And the receiver's going to take that. That's number 5 on the reception, Gary Choice. And he'll gain about 6 on that one.
Kind of surprising that their only offense that they're going to be able to mount is screen passes against the Cougars that are really pinning their ears back and trying to get after the quarterback.
Now they slow things down a little bit here, waiting for the play call to come in from the sideline. They're going to throw the screen to Miller out of the backfield, and he is hit immediately and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Carter again.
Yep, Bubba Carter once again. Great read on that and a great hit on a big running back.
Yeah, that time the momentum was on Bubba Carter's side because it was like he ran into a brick wall and really lost a yard there.
So 3rd down. Doggett checking over to the sideline, getting the play call.
Yeah, they're trying to run a little clock, too.
5:24 and counting. Quarter number 3, Cougars on top, 42-7. Shotgun formation. Doggett drops back under some pressure. Another screen. The receiver catches it. He drops it. They're going to say it was incomplete. He was hit immediately. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
That ain't going to stop Jackson Slanker from not running to the end zone.
Braylon Sugg was the intended receiver on that play. And comes up empty, so that'll bring up 4th down. We'll see. If I'm Hutto, what good does punting do here?
Well, and also Connor Lindgren just came off the field after that play, so I don't know if Scow is back out there or not, so you're going to have some backups there.
Scow's right here on the sideline, so he's
So you
not
got
out
2
there.
backup defensive linemen in on this 4th and 5.
They are going to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion from right to left, and then he goes back and resets in his position. Now here he comes again from right to left. Take the snap, rolling to his left is Doggett. He's looking to throw to that receiver, and he underthrows him incomplete, and that's going to make a turnover on downs. We talked about it earlier. They keep rolling him to the left side, making him throw across his body, and he comes up short on every one of those throws.
They don't want to work to the short side of the field. They're always rolling to the wide side of the field, and it's really, maybe it's been bad luck that a lot of those plays have made that he's got to go to his left, but he has not had really any accuracy when he's tried to do that roll left.
5:05 to go here in quarter number 3. The Cougars take over on downs. They'll start 1st and 10 at the Hutto 40-yard line. Huff in the shotgun formation. Gives that one off to Marquise Collins. And Collins with a great gainer into Hutto territory. He'll get all the way down to the Hutto 36-yard line. Big gain for Marquise. And we've got a couple of Hutto Hippos down here on the field this time.
Both of them are cramping.
Yeah, they're both grabbing their leg and cramping up. Scott, while we've got a little time here, let's take a look at the high school football scoreboard. Brought to you by Balboa's Barber Studio. Get the best haircut by the best barbers. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. The scoreboard is brought to you by Aerify AC. HVAC installs, upgrades, and repairs. Get 10% off any job, large or small. Go to aerifyac.com, keeping Texas comfortable.
Well, we had Franklin in Lexington, big top 10 matchup there with Franklin on top 35-7 going to halftime. The Rudders Rangers at Bastrop 35-0 in the third quarter. Big opening night win on tap right there. Tompkins leading Magnolia 24-7. New Caney over Marshall 20-17.
We're back to action here. Sorry to cut you off, and they're going to hand the ball off once again to Collins. He'll get up near the 30 to the 31. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Go ahead, Scott.
Brenham down 28-21 to Mag West. Bryan Vikings leading Waller now in the third quarter 13-7. Willis and Tomball 27-21. Willis over Tomball. Tyler Legacy beating Lufkin 35-14.
2nd down and 5. They're going to give it to Collins once again. He's going to bounce off of a tackle, break out to the left side. He's got a lot of room. He's at the 15, 10, 5, carrying a couple of defenders and knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't really get that right shoulder lean in there. The great thing is you don't even look at the sideline. He's got to get to the backfield and turn around and look away from the coaches. The last thing you want to do is have them see you be worn down a little bit, because then they'll bring you out of the ball game and not give you a chance to put in the end zone after you've done all the hard work.
They take out Terry Green, put in Cash Richter. But it is Collins in the backfield with Huff. They're going to roll to the right. Huff looking to throw. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And that ball was tipped, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 1.
I think that 12 got a hand out there and knocked it away as you're trying to get that ball out there to Sewell.
D'Angelo Anderson knocking that one away. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Cougars from the 1-yard line.
Well, you gave your running back one chance to get a little breath. Now see if we go back to him.
Collins back there with Huff. They're going to throw it to Collins. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5. They tried to run the screen to Collins out of the backfield, and the Hutto Hippos sniffed that one out, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, he lost some yardage right there because they read screen pretty quick.
3rd and goal now. Coach Pryor signaling in the play to Jared Huff. Shotgun formation. They're going to give it to Collins, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. That one looked easy. Great blocking up front, a good hole for Collins, and he gets to finish off the drive.
It was kind of like, well, whenever we want to give you that carry, you're going to get the touchdown. It came on 3rd and goal from the 4 instead of 1st and goal from the 1. So, he got a couple extra yards on his rushing total there.
Schrempf on to add the extra point. Snap is high but pulled down. The kick is up. It's good. And your new score with 3:19 to go here in quarter number 3, College Station 49, Hutto 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
A tradition may be a little too unsophisticated for some people in other parts of the state, but we know that sometimes a little tradition can go a long way. I like these traditions. That's one of the reasons why I do my banking with Prosperity. Prosperity Bank knows good business and good banking. They were with me when the economy was rough, and they'll be with me as the economy grows stronger. They run their bank right. It's their tradition. Member FDIC, ProsperityBankUSA.com.
Cougars add to their lead, and let's throw it over to Scott. He'll recap that drive for us.
49-7 now. Your College Station Cougars lead with 3:19 to play here in the third quarter. That 6-play, 60-yard drive, well, besides Jet Huff, the only other person that touched the football in that drive happened to be Marquise Collins. His 3-yard run capped it, but he had the early work in that drive as well. So 6 plays, 60 yards, and the Cougars all over the Hutto Hippos here tonight.
As Scott said, 49-7 is our score. Good opening night here for the Cougars. Not so good an opening night for the Hutto Hippos, who will be making the transition this season to Class 6A.
Yeah, and they're predicted with Round Rock Westwood. They play early in the district play, and that's really what's going to decide maybe that 4th playoff spot, because Vandercriff and Cedar Park are really good.
There's the kick. It's going to come down and be fielded at about the 11-yard line, 15, 20. Breaks a tackle, 25. Breaks another tackle, now going left to right, and he's dragged down at about the 26-yard line.
Collins didn't have to do kickoff coverage that time because he just had a touchdown run.
Hutto has not had a lot going offensively tonight. They had the 1 touchdown drive in the first half, aided by a 15-yard penalty against the Cougars. Cougar defense has come up big when it's needed to, and they lead at 49-7. Doggett in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off, and getting that to carry, as he has most of the night, is Cyron Miller, and he's going to get about 1 yard, maybe 2 on that one.
Well, he's a big guy with a lot of forward lean, but the Cougars with a couple of their backups there on defensive line. Actually, it looks like the starters all out there again right now, so you may need to have the starters out with him running the football. He is a big guy.
2nd down and 8. They're going to give it to Miller, looking for room over the left side. Hurdles a defender, and as he's hurdled, he's hit and dropped, and not much on that play.
I think he lost 1 yard.
He did lose 1 yard, so it's 3rd and 9 here for the Hippos as we approach 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 3.
All the games this year starting at 7 o'clock. That's a change for the Cougar football fans.
Except for next Saturday.
Next Saturday at 6 o'clock, but we'd been a 7:30 kick team, and now we're going to kick at 7 every week.
Doggett rolling to his right. He's going to throw that way, and he way overthrows his intended receiver, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Hippos once again.
And their wide receiver right there wanted to have Joseph Teagle had no desire to climb the ladder to try to catch that one with 2 defenders right there beside him. He was not going to get a first down, and there was going to be some punishment involved.
Punt team out once again for the Hippos. Jacob Randalls. Last time had to field a high snap and got off a very short punt. Dalton Carnes back to receive. He'll stand at his own 40.
I wonder after that, the backup quarterback has been the guy that punted earlier, and they don't have enough guys on the field. They're going to have to call timeout.
Yep, we're going to take a timeout here. The Hutto Hippos take it. 1:57 to go here in quarter number 3. 49-7 is our score. We'll keep it right here. And Scott, if you're Coach Steve Huff, you've had a lot of time to get ready for this one. There's a lot of things you wanted to see. You've seen a lot of good things tonight.
I think you have. I mean, I think that extra work, I can see, that this team is ready to go at a very good level with the work against themselves. One of the things about the underclasses, there's been always so much success in ninth grade and JV and big numbers in the underclass teams that it really leads to the competition to get up here on the varsity anyway. And, the numbers are still very high, even in the time of COVID-19 for the Cougars, and I think that you've seen that work really play off. And, I think that you see why College Station can run out and look like a Week 5 team, even though it's Game 1.
Yeah, with the exception of the penalties. And
really it's not that many.
No,
it's just they've been big penalties.
Right. They've been, you had the chop block that cost you 15. You had the holding. You had the unsportsmanlike. So those have been the main things that I'm sure Coach Huff will focus on those. As the punt is off, it's a decent punt. It's going to hit at the Cougar 45, take a Hutto bounce, and this is going to get a great roll for Hutto as it's going to roll inside the 25 and finally be killed at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, but I thought that time right there, Carnes did a good job of calling off the blocker in front of him, that you had a ball that I was not going to be able to field. And, it's going to be a roll. So you saw him peel out early. So getting to see the communication. That's one thing about not having a lot of people in the stands. And I've seen that in the NFL games. It'll be interesting to see that with the SEC teams. The communication is completely changed when you've got other things that are going on the field and how teams are doing checks and stuff like that. To see, there's an example right there where it happens in high school play.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Huff's going to take the snap. He's going to give it off to Collins. Collins is going to have a good gainer as he gets up near the 40-yard line, going off that right side. And Collins getting his time out here in the backfield, and he's enjoying it and making the most of it.
Yeah, 17-yard gain right there out to the 39. And I told you about Terry Green. There's a guy that with fresh legs last year in the fourth quarter, some games, he put up big numbers because he's fresh.
And Green is in the backfield along with Collins and Huff. This time they're going to give it to Green. Starts to his left, goes back to his right, and then goes up the middle. He'll get a few yards on that one as he stood up across the 40 to the 41.
And we're also running down as far as getting close to the end of the third quarter. So this quarter's been pretty good for the Cougars.
We're under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Cougars from their own 41. Huff is waiting the snap. Now he takes it. He's going to throw out to the left side. He's got a receiver. It's going to be Sewell on the screen. And Sewell gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and then he's going to be hit there and dropped.
Yeah, one of the few times we've been able to see Sewell in space on a one-on-one situation where he didn't make a move. We're still going to give him a yard there. Get it out to the 42-yard line, but he's been pretty good in those one-on-one situations.
That's going to probably be the last snap of the quarter. Coach Stoney Pryor telling his offense, let's just let this one run out. And when we come back, it'll be a 3rd and about 7 for the Cougars. We're going to head to quarter number 4. After 3, it's College Station 49, Hutto 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
There's a Kubota for every job. There's a Kubota for every harvest. There's a Kubota for every task. And at Normandy Tractor, for a limited time only, take the drive to Normandy, Texas, and let Vernon and the boys show you what they have. Get the new Kubota L2501 DT 24.8 horsepower tractor, loader with quick attach bucket and quick hitch and 5-foot shredder. Now through September 30th, 2020 for a cash price of only $17,999 or payments as low as $175 per month. That's based on 20% down, 0% APR for 84 months. Normandy Tractor has over 8 acres of Kubota tractors, Kubota RTVs, ATVs, and Kubota mowers to choose from. They're at the corner of Highway 39 and OSR in Normandy, Texas. Remember, nobody beats Normandy Tractor. Nobody.
We're back and ready to go with quarter number 4, brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber. ed-phillips-plumbing.com. And as we come back to action, the Cougars try to run a screen pass, and it's going to be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down, and they'll be forced to punt.
A little bit behind Terry Green right there, and then he dropped the football and tried to reach back for it. It wasn't a really great-looking play right there, but the Cougar offense has had a lot more positive plays than negatives. That one was a little bit off. And, you've got to work on punt team too. And I think that the Cougars, here once again working on punt and punt coverage with Shrimp being back ready to kick. And I was telling you before the game, remember him going out to Mesquite to play the game, and the Cougars going to take a delay of game penalty right here. But he was one of the two freshmen that were there that day when the Cougars played up in Mesquite, and I can see how much he's grown up. I mean, he's not a big physical imposing guy, but he certainly is not the skinny guy he was as a freshman back there to punt for the Cougars.
He'll punt it away. Mason Von Gotten is back to receive it for the Hippos. Shrimp puts his foot into it, and he kicks this one way over Van Gotten's head. It's going to hit at the 20, take a Cougar bounce, and go out of bounds inside the 10. That was a heck of a punt. They're going to mark it at the 9-yard line.
Well, there you got that rollback that the Cougars gave up on the punt that Hutto did. But great job right there. And you're exactly right. The returner was like, nope. Not going to be chasing after that one.
I believe that was a 54-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Hutto at its own 9-yard line. 11:42 to go, quarter number 4. College Station football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. And by Bryan College Station Toyota, a new kind of different.
Almaraz is the only regular starting defensive lineman out there now.
And on first down, they're going to throw a screen, and it's going to be sniffed out by the Cougars, and that's going to be a loss back to the 5-yard line.
And that's quarterback to quarterback right there. We wondered why he wasn't punting. It wasn't because he's hurt or anything, but because that right there went to 10.
So that was Doggett to Bunak. And it's a loss, so that sets up 2nd down and about 13.
And I don't think the Hippos can get on Highway 79 fast enough.
They're going to hand it off this time. That's the backup running back, and he's going to go through the middle, get a few yards there. That's number 24, Dejon Higgins. And he gets across the original line of scrimmage and sets up 3rd and about 7. Doggett looking over to the sideline to get the play call.
I think that the Cougars do have some of the backups out there defensively now.
Doggett takes a snap, drops back, looking to pass. Pretty clean pocket. He gets it away, finds his receiver across the middle, and that's going to be plenty of yardage for the 1st down as he gets that one to Jarius Lambert. And Lambert gets all the way up to the Hutto. Nope. Oh, so we get it. So that's going to move the ball into Cougar territory, all the way to the College Station 46. So a big gain on the pass and then tack on 15 more on the personal foul.
Yeah, and that's a couple of those penalties. You're a step late. That's going full speed roughing the passer is not really one that you're going to worry about what happened on the play there.
Looking to throw again. They run the same route to the same receiver, and he catches that one right at the 1st down marker, and that'll be another 1st down for the Hutto Hippos. That was Lambert once again, and that moves it to the College Station 37.
Gage getting some
36.
Doggett getting some empty yards here in this 4th quarter a little bit, as the Cougars really are not going to let them get behind them, so all this pass action's been in front of the defensive backs.
Shotgun formation again. They're going to throw it again. This time they'll go to the left side. That's going to be complete. And then knocked out of bounds is the receiver. Carson Forrest gets to the 30. Gain of 6, and that'll set up 2nd down and 4.
And no real press coverage right now by the Cougars. They're giving them about a 5 or 6 yard cushion anyway, and that's where they made that reception and able to get right out of bounds. But we are still running the clock.
9 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Doggett drops back, looking to pass, a little pressure, goes away from it, and then throws this one into the ground, intended for Miller.
Well, they were going to run the wheel route to the backside to 32 right there. Cougars read it perfectly. Doggett looked that way and was like, nope, that ain't going to be there. I just got to get rid of this football and stay away from the sack, and that's why I threw it at the feet of number 8.
3rd down and 4 now. Ball's at the College Station 30, 9:02 to go. 49-7 is the score. College Station on top as we play here in quarter number 4. Doggett moves Miller from his left to his right. He's in the shotgun formation.
See if they give it to Miller here.
Now takes the snap. He's going to throw. He has that complete to the receiver. That is number 2 on the catch, Tyler Carnes.
Good job
Carnes with the first down right at the 25.
Yeah, he got to the mark and then turned around, and an option read right there on the receiver. He's able to get to the right spot.
This time they're going to hand it off to Miller. He starts up the middle, goes left. Now he's going to come all the way back to the right side. Points, give me a block. He gets it, and he's going to go inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line.
Run around all over the place. He got a 9-yard gain. He ran 45 yards for that. Because you're right, he directed traffic pretty good.
Yeah. So sets up 2nd and 1. College Station football brought to you this season by J&B Propane, your local Aggie family-owned and operated propane provider since 1991. Visit jnbpropane.com. And by Willis Custom Homes, serving the Brazos Valley with efficient, reliable, quality construction since 2003. Visit willishomestx.com. Back to action. Doggett's going to throw over the middle. Incomplete, but there's a little bit of contact, and they're going to call pass interference on the Cougars on that one.
Yeah, Jason Williams going to get it. I like the fact that he was trying to make a play on the ball and knocked it away. There was a little bump there, and they'll get a pass interference, but still, that was a pretty good play right there to make sure that it wasn't going to be caught for a touchdown because he was one-on-one coverage here in the secondary.
Still some discussion going on with the referees. Yeah, I believe he called the wrong number on that, but either way, it's a spot foul. 1st and goal now for Hutto at the College Station.
Okay, we got our signs for Hutto giving the signal. You got one with the A&M emblem and one with the Longhorn emblem.
I just saw that. Doggett's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw. He's got the receiver right at the goal line. Did he get in? They say he did not. A great tackle there to keep the receiver out of the end zone. That was number 82 on the reception, Carson Forrest. And he'll be just short of the goal line. Quickly to the line of scrimmage is Hutto. Doggett goes under center. He's going to push forward, and he's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback draw right there again. Gets him a touchdown. We've seen that earlier. In a game the Cougars have controlled, really, they've had 2 drives go against them, and I think that's with some backups out there and then a couple penalties on that drive, get 30 yards of hidden yardage right there.
I was going to say, both drives were aided by penalties. Extra point from Evan Gutierrez is up and good. 8:09 to go. Your new score from Cougar Stadium, College Station 49, Hutto 14. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
The flagship station for Aggie Athletics is WTAW. Whenever the Aggies are playing, you can hear them at 1620 and 94.5 FM. Thanks to our listeners and the sponsors for backing the Aggie broadcast all season long. Swerneman Flooring, Prosperity Bank, Hargrove Insurance, Park at Tradition's Exceptional Senior Living, Cherry Ruffino Broker Realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex Realtors, and Commerce National Bank. Here's a big gig-em to all these sponsors. Listen to all the games at 1620 and 94.5 WTAW.
Well, Hutto adds a touchdown with 8:09 to go here in the game, and let's recap that drive.
10 plays, 91 yards. Doggett, a 1-yard quarterback keeper. They're pushing up the middle to cap that drive, and A couple big penalties there we talked about, but also Doggett took advantage of the Cougars playing a relatively soft and safe defense right there and made them drive the field to get that score. So the longest sustained drive of the night makes it 49-14, your Cougars on top of the Hutto Hippos.
Dalton Carnes back to receive the kick. Also back there is Roderick Brown.
And I don't think either of them are going to come close to this football.
And Marquise Collins back there as well. They're going to kick it over towards Collins, and he's going to watch it sail out of bounds. And we'll see if Coach Huff makes him kick it over again or if he takes it. Looks like this time he's going to take it and not force them to kick it over.
But there's a change right there. Earlier we had it
was Lucas Sampson.
It was Lucas Sampson,
Yeah.
and now you've moved Collins into that spot with him kicking that ball short.
So College Station will start this drive at its own 35, 8:09 to go in the game. College Station well in control, leading at 49-14. Cougar football brought to you this season by Zwerneman Flooring. For new flooring, backsplashes, and showers and remodels or new construction, visit zfloors.net. Buy ASAP equipment to purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices. Visit asapequip.com. Huff is still in there at the quarterback position. He's going to hand the ball off to Collins. Collins with another nice gainer as he gets across the 45 and picks up the first down.
Yeah, he's really giving you something with those fresh legs.
And we've got an injured player for Hutto. Looks like a cramp. One of their players just dropped down with a cramp. Seen a few of those tonight on both sides.
Yeah, Scal did a good job of working on the bike. You talked about that earlier, them over here working on it, and he was able to get that cramp out and go back in. So, and then Roderick Brown, who, had the wind knocked out of him. We've seen him play pretty good since then. So, the kind of night you want to see as far as staying away from the injuries. 26 for them. We talked about that early, that
Banks
went out, but he was a two-way guy for them, and that was one of the guys they could ill afford to lose and have him go down with that injury. But I think the Cougars have done a good job of limiting what Watson and Sugg, the two defensive ends, outside linebacker types, are going to do. The Cougars have kept them pretty quiet.
Scott, I'm looking across at the sideline. For a team that's just making the jump up to 6'8", doesn't look like they have a very big roster.
No, it's 50. It was in the 50s, and that's going to be the problem.
I think so. We're back to action. Huff takes the snap, gives it off to Collins. He goes up the middle. Another nice gainer for Marquise Collins. He just keeps chewing up the yardage.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get a first down run on that he'd start averaging about 12 yards a carry, but he only got 9, so – he has really got a good pad level, stay in between and behind his blockers, and, a second and short upcoming.
He'll stay in there in the backfield. Also in the backfield is going to be Bradley Jones. And they give it to Collins, and how did he come out of that?
He was right there in the middle.
He was piled up in the middle. He busts out of that, and he's going to take it to the house.
Going to get a 44-yard touchdown run out of it.
I thought they had him stopped. I was ready to call him down, and then next thing I know, everybody's chasing him.
He knew where the end zone was.
His second score of the night. He's done a nice job in the backup role, taking advantage of this situation.
Well, I mean, that's how Roderick Brown started out. Colby Cashin did it, when they were young players. Terry Green did it last year. I mean, you've got an opportunity to get some big yards and have some big plays if you'll run hard late in a ball game.
Sam Trimble on to add the PAT. It's up, and it is no good. Missed it wide right.
And I'm shocked that they didn't call a penalty on running into the kicker when the play was no good.
So the extra point is no good, but the Cougars do add to their lead. They lead at 55-14 with 6:52 to go in the ballgame. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Bryan Broadcasting is your home for high school football. Bryan High, A&M Consolidated, Rudder, and College Station High play on the Bryan Broadcasting family of stations. No matter where you are, hear every play, every game, all season long, thanks to Prosperity Bank, Ed Phillips Plumbing, Aerify AC, Willis Custom Homes, and Max Food Mart. To find out when and where to hear your favorite team, go to brazosfootball.com.
Cougars add to their lead. Let's take a look at how that drive played out.
3 plays, 65 yards, all of it by your backup Cougar tailback. And I tell you what, we've seen a Marquise Collins, a sophomore running back, with really a coming out party. Last 44 of that, after taking contact in the middle of the field, he broke out of that pile, went around left end and around left tackle, and was able to scamper down the sideline for that touchdown. 55-7 with 6:52 to play.
The extra point was no good. Sam Trimble on to kick this one off. Puts his foot into it. It's a high kick, and this one is going to be fielded at about the 2-yard line, and he's going to kneel down.
And he is going to be at the 2-yard line.
I was going to say, that is not a touchback.
Oh, they're going to give him. They're going to say he fair caught it.
Oh, okay.
That's a 55-7 fair
I was
catch
say,
right there.
I never saw a hand come up for a fair catch. I saw him catch that and kneel down.
Hang on.
They're going to move. They're marking it back at the 2. Well, let's see. Let's hear from our referee. Yep. Yeah.
So there you go.
Just not knowing where you are, or just thinking I did fair catch it? I don't know.
Exactly. or maybe someone else called fair catch?
Maybe. So they'll start backed up at their own 1-yard line.
Doggett's out.
No, that's still Doggett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's still him. He's going to hand it off. And a short gain there. Yeah, that's still Doggett back there, number 14.
Thought it was 10 there.
No. College Station football brought to you this season by Brazos Valley Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles with traditional braces and Invisalign treatments. bvorthodontics.com.
And they're going to run clock before they take a snap here. As 24 in the backfield with them.
Doggett will take the snap in his own end zone, hand it off to said running back number 24, as Scott said back there. That is Dejon Higgins. Higgins with a short gain. They've worked it from the 1 to about the 4. Actually, they got to the 5, so 4 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I handed it to him a couple times there in a row, but the Cougars' defensive line, 2 of the 3 guys out there right now are starters, and they're really not getting much push against those guys.
3rd down, he'll take the snap, drops back into his end zone to throw, and he completes it to the receiver, who makes a move, gets away from the defender, and is going to have the 1st down and more as he gets all the way across the 30 to about the 33 on that.
Well, he's going to have some numbers in the passing attack here in the second half, but the Cougars have done a good job controlling Doggett.
Mark it at the 34, 1st and 10 for the Hippos from there, 5:15 and counting. Doggett's going to roll to his left and throw. He's got a receiver that's complete. And it'll be moved out across the 40. That is Tyler Carnes on the reception.
Once again, to the strong side. And when this tape gets around in the 6A district, they're going to know that if you can force him to scramble to the left, that he's going to have some trouble completing the ball.
Gain of 8 sets up 2nd and 2, 4:40 and counting.
Once again, you got solo coverage up top. Let's see if Doggett's going to look there. They're having trouble getting the play in.
Play clock down to 4. You've got trips to the right. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to throw to the lone receiver on the left. It's behind him, off his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, that looked like with the coverage in the secondary and every guy bunched over here to the right-hand side. On a 2nd and short, that was pretty much a free play right there, but not real accurate Doggett threw behind his receiver.
3rd down now. Doggett takes the snap, hands it off, and the running back goes up the middle, and he'll be close to the 1st down. Believe he's got it.
Another running back, number 11 in this time.
Donald Douglas. He'll go out after that 1 carry and be replaced by Higgins. 1st and 10. Doggett drops back to pass, looking to go deep, and he overthrows his intended receiver.
Yeah, with no real pressure on him that time. Ball just got away from him. But, this is a little bit of the baptism for Tisdale over there on that side, and he's done a good job for sophomore, first time on the varsity field.
2nd down and 10. Receiver in motion. Doggett rolls to his left, being chased, and he's just going to throw this one away. Good pressure being applied there by number 33 for the Cougars. That is Landon Bailey, who was chasing him.
And once again, just not much accuracy when going against his body, rolling out that side. Ball on this right hash mark. That's the wide side of the field again.
3rd down and 10. Doggett will look over to the sideline to get the play call. Play clock down to 4. Doggett takes the snap. Throws to the right side and overthrows his intended receiver. Good attempt there by Carnes to get his hands on it, but it goes through his hands because it was a little bit too tall.
Yeah, and he knew that he was right on the sideline, so you're trying to, know when I'm going to try to get up there and high point this ball and keep my feet in bounds, and really didn't have much chance to do either with that high pass.
That'll bring on the punt team for the Hippos with 3:45 to go in the ball game. College Station on top, 55-14.
Carnes back there again. Let's see.
Randall is going to roll to his right. He'll kick it. And Carnes calling for the fair catch, and he makes it at the 24-yard line.
And we were given a roster with backup quarterback for the Cougars being Lucas Sampson, but it's going to still be Jed Huff out there. As we have seen Sampson earlier in the ball game, but not playing quarterback. So going to once again be with Huff back there. And then also new guy in the backfield is Bradley Jones, junior running back now back there. And we saw him take some snaps at quarterback in the pregame.
He's back there along with Collins still.
Yeah, Collins ain't coming out. It's like, I'm sorry, Coach. I'm fresh.
Collins to Huff's right. Jones to his left. They're going to hand it off to Collins.
No, Jones.
Jones, I'm sorry. And Jones with a big gainer. He's into Hutto territory and finally pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
They have done a great job of going up the middle and then breaking it to the outside. There's not been any inside-out pursuit from the Hutto linebackers. They're all gassed, and they're going to mark him back at the 31-yard line. But what a great run right there. He looked like he was in the open 100 right there because he was breaking free, and it was just, can I keep my feet in bounds and have a chance for a long touchdown run?
Huge gain there, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They're going to hand it off to him again. He's going to go up the middle this time. Not as big a gain, but he does get a few yards there. Jones off the right side gets a gain of about 3.
And also I like the fact that, even after the long runs, Collins doing a good job blocking for his teammate there in the backfield.
Huff waiting on the play call. Play clock down to 12. Going to hand it off to Jones again, coming from left to right. Stutter steps. There's a penalty flag that was thrown, and Jones is knocked down. I think we're going to get either a block below the waist or a hold there.
And the bad part is Thomas is about to get called. There you go. Not Thomas.
Oh, called it on Collins. I thought it was Thomas, too, because where that flag came down, he was right there.
Yes.
So that backs the Cougars up.
And that was not the kind of night that he wanted to have another holding called on him, because really featured a couple times at that first drive to start the second half. And he's done a good job blocking. I mean, that's one of the things about the receivers have opened up some of the holes down deep that, he didn't want to have a holding call called on him.
2nd and long now. Hand the ball off to Collins. Collins looking for some running room. Breaks a couple of tackles, breaks some more, and finally knocked down at about the 30-yard line. That was a nice little run because he was hit a couple of times early in the run, was able to shake those defenders and make some forward progress.
Yeah, and Hutto, you talk about their numbers. They had a big senior class that left last year, but they really have had this defense get gassed. They've got some size there, but trying to stay up with the speed and fresh legs that the Cougars have been able to run out against them has made it very, very tough.
Clock continues to roll. We approach 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the ballgame. Huff in the shotgun formation takes the snap, gives it to Jones this time. Jones dancing through the middle, spinning around, and finally dragged down. Going to be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 2 with 1:15 and counting on the clock. Cougars on top 55-14.
Leave that offense on there and run between the tackles, and you just say, Hutto, if you're going to stop us, that's fine. You'll get the football back, but
take the clock down as far as you can. 16 on the play clock, 56 on the game clock. Huff takes the snap, gives it off to Jones. He'll go up the middle, and I don't know if he's going to have this one. It's going to be close. Let's see what we got.
See if they're going to mark it on the right side or the left side.
He did not make it. They've already signaled turnover on downs. Hutto will take over with 38 seconds to go. This one already in the bag for the Cougars as they lead at 55-14.
And really pretty much everything except some of those major-type penalties. It might be worse to have a bunch of false starts, Tim. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Than have a holding and a roughing the passer when you're just one step behind.
Doggett's still in there. He's going to hand it off. And the running back runs right into a pile. That is Higgins.
That could be the last play if they want to.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach LaPlante decides to do. I think he's going to be content to put this one away. And
I don't know.
No, they're giving
Jacob
signals.
Randall's the wide receiver out there. He's coach. Let's go.
14 seconds to go. They are going to try and run one more play.
See if they throw deep here. Nope.
They're going to hand the ball off again to Higgins, and he'll get a couple of yards on the gain. And that should do it as we're at 2-1, and that's your ball game. College Station with the 55-14 victory to open up the 2020 season. A nice win for the Cougars as they take care of the Hutto Hippos. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up for you. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Howdy, Dave South here from my friends Chris and Clint Willis with local Aggie-owned and operated Willis Custom Homes. Whether you're looking to build and retire in Aggieland, need a larger home for your growing family, or want to build your very first home, trust the...
Do we have just one break after this one?
Construction experience that Willis...
It doesn't. This is all free-flowing. It's whatever you want to do.
Metal buildings...
I mean, there's a run sheet, but that's not.
All right.
It's not like a national broadcast. It's y'all do you.
All right, thank you.
Today.
Fall is almost here, and so is the newest winter issue of Brazos Wellness Magazine. Catering to the seniors of the Brazos Valley, Brazos Wellness is filled with pages of local content from local professionals focusing on health, wellness, and community. Advertise your business directly to our seniors in Brazos Wellness, the only source for health, wellness, and more in our community. Ad reservation deadline is September 28th, so act now. Contact Tommy Ramirez at 979-695-9595 or Tommy at BrianBroadcasting.com for more information. As tough as Bad Boy mowers are, they're no match for the people that design, build, and sell them as part of the Bad Boy mower family. We call it the strength from within, and that's why you can call a Bad Boy mower the strongest, most powerful mower with the cleanest cut on the planet. ASAP Equipment in College Station is your local Bad Boy mower dealer. Whether you're in the market for a new Bad Boy mower or need service and parts for your existing one, see John Jarvis at ASAP Equipment or visit asapequip.com today.
Oh no, here they come again. Careful, please. Ow, ow, ouchie. Hello? This is your floor speaking. After 20 years of hard work, I need to call Zwarneman Flooring so that I can retire.
If your old floors are talking to you, call Zwarneman Flooring at 979-776-2800, click zfloors.net, or stop by our new showroom. We look forward to working with you to update your home and help those old floors finally retire.
Try me, boy. I be with my squad. Catching bodies, boy. Yo, we too deep, talking crazy. That'll get your murk. Coming down the hill, where we real and we getting turned. Turn up. Hit the field and we shut them down. Turn up. Turn this valley to a body town. Everybody going nuts. Yeah, we hitting hard and it's showing up. Offense and boys, they going crazy. And the defense turning up. 300. Now we just ain't got no chill. You know we for real. We turn it when we hit the field. Everybody with us is real. And they going crazy like soon as we run down the hill. That's all you gon' hear when we knocking you out.